It has been too long since I started a stream to the glorious refrain of Skyrim. I have arrived, Dylan. I have arrived, and so have you. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to this rather late starting stream. I appreciate your patience. I had intended to get going, 45 minutes ago or so. But, life. Life has other plans. Things never take the time you think they're going to take, and the weekend is just never long enough, I think, is what I've arrived at. After these many years of life, I think I've decided that the weekend is never long enough. It's like if you try and do anything in the weekend that's not just like the have-to-dos to stay on top of like not being a slob and not dying, then suddenly you can't stay on top of the things. Anyway, yo, Dylan, thank you for that resub with Prime. I appreciate it. Welcome back for month number 17, Dylan. It is wonderful to have you here now and always. Thank you so much for your continued kind support. Also, why does my Skyrim have... Why is there a performance overlay on my Skyrim, y'all? That's the Steam performance overlay, isn't it? It seems like sometimes it appears and sometimes it doesn't. I know there's a setting somewhere to turn it on and off, but I couldn't tell you where. I don't quite get it. But we might just have that performance overlay today. I don't know. Unless anyone can tell me how to turn it off. Also, May Remember, thank you for the follow. Welcome to our chat, our community. Also, is it just me, or is it like, I feel like the Skyrim music's really loud. Turn it down a tad. I feel like I can't hear myself talking. It could be, well, see, Bruce, Alt-R is what I have for the NVIDIA performance overlay. And I was using that earlier. But, no, Alt-R doesn't seem to be disabling the Steam performance overlay. It's weird. It's very weird. But what's not weird is that it's Sunday. We're here hanging out. Sorry, I don't know why I thought that so funny. It is not weird because we've done this many a time before. I swear this music is like louder than normal. Am I crazy? This just seems really loud. And I hope you've all had a wonderful week. I'm a little, I don't know, I'm out of sorts today, y'all. I feel harassed today, I think. I just feel like I did not accomplish this weekend what I wanted to accomplish. And there's just too many things. There's just too many things, you know? What if there were just fewer things? So I didn't feel like I was always failing to do the things. Wouldn't that be good? Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I need to have fewer things. It be like that sometimes. It is a bit loud, right? Right? Let me see. Can we not? No options here. Okay. That's kind of weird. Why are there no options on the main menu in Skyrim? Never really even registered that before. Like I can turn down Skyrim there at the system level. Anyway, I hope that whether you have few things or many things, I hope that you had a wonderful week, and I hope that you had a good weekend, and I'm glad to have you here. Genuinely, it is wonderful to be here with all of you, my friends. This is my opportunity each week to just kind of not worry about the other things and to come and hang out with y'all. And I did not see who was certified first here today. So let's scroll. Whoa. I still had the volume control open. I tried to scroll up in the chat, and then it got really loud for a second. Over in the Twitch chat, the Twitchiverse, Twitch land, I see, okay, I see some discussion, actually. I see Bruce, but Bruce says that Otirub was there first. So it looks like Bruce is saying it was Otirub, then Bruce, then Dylan. But then Pearls claims that is incorrect. But Pearls is lurking, so it doesn't matter, which suggests to me that perhaps Pearls was there before all of them. That would not surprise me, because Pearls has been on top of it the last number of weeks. So, you know what we're gonna do? Since I can't see the chat that far back, we're gonna have an unprecedented situation, and we're gonna say that Pearls and Otirub today are tied for certified first in the Twitch chat. And then Bruce, and then Dylan, certified second and third. I think that's a fair way to do it. And heaven forbid that I get it wrong. We all know what happens if I get it wrong. Bad things. I can't tell you exactly what, but bad things. So, congrats to our top 3 starters, over on top 4, pardon me, over on Twitch today. Wonderful to have you all here. Over in the YouTube chat, hello YouTube, we are not ignoring you. We are of course streaming to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. In the YouTube chat, the normalish person is certified first tonight. The normalish person says, good evening, excited to catch a stream as I don't have work tomorrow for the first time in a while. Nice, nice. I appreciate you spending your Sunday evening / Monday early morning hanging out with us, the normalish person. And I hope you enjoy your day off tomorrow. Certified second going to Ha Jack as well. Ha Jack says, yo, time to head back to work tomorrow. At least it's the holidays. Well, I hope that you got to enjoy your holidays. And on that note, happy Thanksgiving, a little belated, to our American friends. I hope you all stuffed yourselves with delicious food and enjoyed spending some time, maybe with family or friends or whatever. Just a little bit of time off, I hope. And certified third goes to Chunk Loading. Chunk Loading, congratulations on certified third in the YouTube chat. Chunk Loading says, dropping a quick hello. I hope everyone's doing awesome. Gonna go lurk now, but definitely will have the stream on in the background. While Chunk Loading, I hope you hear your shout out during your lurk. And of course, if any of y'all, not the people here live, well, maybe the people here live, I don't know. If any of y'all are watching this later, after the fact, if you're watching the VOD, and you want to jump towards gameplay, try jumping ahead an hour or so. Usually we hang out and chat here for quite a while. I like to yap a lot. I like to read everyone's messages in the chat. And so it takes me a while to get through them. Eventually, we will get through them. Then I will open tonight's beer. I also have another Monster Mystery Pin for us to open tonight if we want. D&D Monster Mystery Pin. But eventually, perhaps an hour and a half hence, we will play some Skyrim. So feel free to jump ahead if you don't like all the yapping. If you are watching this after the fact, if you are live, I am sorry, but you are stuck. We cannot travel faster through time than the speed at which we currently are. So, you know, I mean, ignoring like relativity and time dilation and all this stuff. Don't think about it. But I do hope that you know, American folks had a nice holiday week and weekend and all that stuff. Oh yes, Eyelash, thank you so much for pointing it out. As you can see in the chat there, the Twitch chat, and the stream chat over there, holiday card signups are open, friends, are open. This is my attempt to make good on last year's little failure to launch with the holiday cards. Which reminds me, I still need to send an email out to everyone who signed up last year to get updated mailing addresses. So, but this year, if you would like to sign up for a holiday card, which is it is completely free. It is a little handwritten card from yours truly. I will mail it to anywhere in the world, and it's got some fun custom art on it by our very own Nicoma Raccoon, who many of you know from the chat. Nicoma has also done the art on previous year's holiday cards, and it's always fun. So Nicoma does a fantastic job. So if you would like to participate in this annual tradition, exclamation mark card in the chat, that will get you my email, which is just the asmrnerd@gmail.com. Drop me a message. I need to know your preferred name, like what you want me to write on the card, and then your mailing address as well. And I will send you a card at some point in the future. Could be soon, like relatively. It could be like a month from now. It could be like a year from now if I screw up again. I don't intend for that to be the case, though. Sometime within the next 5-ish years. That's right. Eyelash is correct. I think someone just subscribed on YouTube. Thank you for that. Yeah, so it's just a fun annual tradition. It's something I like to do. It's my way of saying thank you for being awesome, and of just having something fun to look forward to as a community during the holiday season. Last year, because of various factors, I'm going to blame Canada Post and their postal strike. Maybe there were some other reasons as well. I wrote like 95% of the cards to people last year, and there was quite a few last year. We had quite a few sign-ups. And then I never sent them. So they're still in a bag over there in the closet. But on that note, if you did sign up last year and you never received your card because you wouldn't have, no one did. If you did, it's an imposter. That would be very weird. Feel free to preemptively email me if your address has changed, because I would like to send those cards out this year. But also, I will be blasting an email out to everybody who signed up last year, asking for an updated address. So you are welcome to wait for that as well. Beanard, hello Beanard. Thank you so much for the resub. Beanard with the 10-month sub-anniversary says, "Hey Nick, how was your week?" It was fine. It was fine. I have nothing to complain about, really. I went to the optometrist. They checked out my eyes, and my eyes look good apparently. So that's good. Because for diabetics, the eyes are something you have to keep a close eye on. Gotta watch them, because that can be something that is a complication of diabetes, is damage to the eyes. But the optometrist said no signs of diabetes in these eyes. I'm like, that's great. That's what I like to hear. So, yeah. Also, I got my glasses fixed, because I don't know if you guys noticed, probably not, but the last couple weeks, these parts of the glasses, like I don't know what you call these, but these parts of the glasses were, like the original ones had started to disintegrate and crumble away. Like the plastic got super brittle and just started to crumble away. So I wrapped them up with electrical tape, and that's pretty ghetto, because they have like little bits on them that were stabbing me and scratching me when I was taking my glasses on and off. So the electrical tape was intended to ameliorate that situation, but then the electrical tape got all sticky and it like stick to my hair every time I took my glasses off. It was a bad scene. Also, it looked really janky. So I'm glad I got them fixed, and I got a new pair of glasses It's not here yet, but it's on the way. So y'all will get to see a fresh pair of specs in the next couple of weeks. It's not too different from my current ones. I don't want to oversell it, but I do think I hope they'll look good. I spent too long trying on frames that all looked pretty much the same. You know, they're all like different variations on a theme, and it's like, ooh, that is my blood sugar. Apparently, it is low. Dang, well, I guess I better do something about that. Oh yeah, just like fell off a cliff. Sometimes this diabetes thing is hard, you guys. Sometimes it's difficult. Like it was cruising along, my blood glucose was cruising along kind of high. And so for dinner, I just had some salad. And I took a bit of insulin to try and bring that blood sugar down. But apparently I took too much. Or I should have had something carbier along with my salad. And so here we are. Now I'm streaming. My blood sugar is going down. I tell you, it's always a struggle. It's never easy. Alleycat Giger says, eat something, Maine. Eat something. I'll go get something in a moment. I don't want to concern you all. I don't remember how I got on the eyeglasses thing. Anyway. Oh, the optometrist. Eyes. Beanard asked how my week was. There you go. So thank you, Beanard. Beanard also said, Quincy, my spud baby, is 1 month old. Happy 1 month birthday, Quincy. Tiny baby potato. Very sweet. Very sweet. So I guess I'd better go get some sugar, so I don't pass out here on stream. That would be a bad time. I'm loath to leave right now because there's so much chat for me to catch up on, but I ain't gonna be able to catch up on it if I fall over. And I have been compelled to go get a snack because Eyelash Hippo has just redeemed a hydrate or snack request. So I'm bound to do it. I have no choice. Sly Blue Demon, welcome on in. Thank you for the 31-month anniversary. Jeez, that is a great many months. I appreciate it, Sly Blue Demon. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here tonight. Thank you for signing up once again for our Potato Pals. And Eyelash has said, everyone's got to shut up. It's emote only mode on Twitch. Okay. All right, I will be back in just a moment, friends. You all sit tight. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back with something sugary so that I don't die. Back in a moment, friends. The real pro tip is that there is not emote only mode over on YouTube. If you want to yap, go over to YouTube. All right, I'll be back in just a minute, friends. That looks about right. Emote only mode does not prevent the burning of chat. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Slaply Demon says, I sub on Twitch but watch on YouTube. So there you go. Best of both worlds. Kit Fishdoe in the YouTube chat says, I was just watching your Mystery MTG subscription box openings. Love the MTG content. Thank you. It's been a long time since I did any of that. I think it's about time. Should do some more MTG stuff. Man, it's a lot of fire. Although I do see Sargon preemptively with the Blastoise squad up in there. I appreciate that, Sargon. Thank you. Okay, I've acquired nourishment in the form of hunks. It's time to get hunky. Y'all ever had these heavenly hunks? They're pretty great. They're like oatmeal chocolate cookies in chunk form. They're pretty tasty. Limit out there making sure I know it's time. It's time. It's time for anger. Arkentia, hey, Arkentia, thank you for the 7-month resub. I appreciate that very much. Welcome back into the Potato Pals, the Spot Buds, all that good stuff, for another one. And thank you for kindly supporting this community once again, Arkentia. How are you? How are you doing tonight? Yeah, we got these. I get them at Costco. So I'm just gonna open this up real quiet like. I'm gonna have a hunk. I'll put this hunk in my mouth. I don't know what's going on here, but last stream I was putting my man crush in my mouth. So tonight it's hunks in the mouth. You know? Sometimes it's just how it be. Yeah, a chunk of hunk right in my mouth. Alright. Alright. Let's hunk it up. If you happen to not like eating sounds, maybe you want to mute for a moment while I eat this. I'm not going to be like all up in the mic eating it, but I'm going to be chewing it. So just fair warning. I know some people are really, they have a misophonia when it comes to eating of any kind. So you've been warned. All right, let us consume this hunk. These are pretty delicious, though. They're like moist and chewy. Thank you, Eyelash. Thank you. I mean, it should be pretty obvious when I'm done chewing, but, you know. Yeah, they're really tasty. You know. Wow, it's really blown out, but anyway, they're good. My goodness. I promise I will go back and chat. I will say hello to all y'all when we get done making sure I don't die. All right. And I will wash it down with my zero sugar cranberry Canada Dry. Also quite delicious. All right. Okay. You are safe from the mouth sounds now. If you muted for the mouth sounds. Eyelash out there making sure that I don't die. Very kind. Eyelash says, sometimes you need to be strong-armed because you will procrastinate not dying. Which I do too, but you can't do it on stream. That's fair. Thank you all for forcing me to take care of myself on stream. I appreciate that. Where was I in the chat? Who knows? Who knows? Slyblue Demon asks if I've played Arc Raiders. I have not. Everyone keeps asking me. I have not. It makes me want to play it though, that's for sure. It seems like people are really enjoying it. Like you say, like you, Slyblue Demon, I'm not a big fan of extraction shooters, but I feel like Arc Raiders might be something I could get into. It seems like there's more of a PvE aspect to it. Cryol, hello Cryol, says that pun just earned you a sub for sure. I couldn't even tell you what the pun was. I've already forgotten. But thank you for subscribing, Cryol. Kitfish says I've been a quiet watcher for years now. Always enjoyed the nerdiness, which I also share joy in. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you for being a quiet part of this community. Many, dare I say, most folks in this community are the quiet part, the quiet watchers. You know, like jokes about ASMR aside. You know, I know there's a lot of people out there who lurk on these streams, who watch the videos but don't comment, and that is a-okay. I appreciate it. It is the quiet majority of this community, and I appreciate everybody who hangs out here and watches my stuff, and supports just by watching. It means a lot. So thanks, gang. Oh, the hunks. Yes, okay, fair enough. That's the pun. Ice Apple MC says, I still replay your preparing scientific samples video from time to time. It's a certified hood classic, I gather. Thank you for going back to the classics, Ice Apple. I appreciate it. I do not prepare scientific samples in that fashion anymore these days, but if I do ever again, I'll make sure I record it for you. How about that? Kuro, good to see you, Kuro. Welcome back. Thank you for the 31-month resub, and thank you for your continued tenure in our Potato Pals. I needn't tell you what your subscription gets you. You already know. But it is good to see you back. Thank you, Kuro. Good evening to you. Good evening to you. Scrolling down, I'm just not sure. Did I miss any other resubs? I might have. Pardon. I hope I didn't, but I might have. If I did, my apologies. Because I did step away for a moment there. Matt, good to see you. Matt said, the prodigal son returns bearing the blood sugar of a champion. He is the hunk of chunks. He is the hunk on chunks? Or am I the hunk on hunks? You know, I'll take either. Whoa, Charles Darwin says, did you see the mysterious Oblivion-looking gate that Jeff Keighley posted? No. Are we gonna get some kind of weird Elder Scrolls Oblivion something tease? What could it be, though? They already remastered it. Coming 2026, The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion 2. What? I don't know. Oh, shush. So this is still beeping at me, but it takes a little while for my blood sugar to rise after I've consumed food. So I'll check it again in a little bit and let you know how it's looking. Bubblegum AFK, I cannot. No, thank you for your request, though. That is not something I could do. All right, let me come back and give the Twitch chat some love. I feel like y'all have been there hanging out, waiting, any love, and that is sad. Deadly Ninja, welcome. Whitebeard, welcome. Gorog, welcome. Sargon, welcome. It's good to see all of you. Johanna, welcome. Variant, first time chatter, Variant DM, welcome. Salutations, even. Salutations. Welcome into the chat. Nice to have you here. I'm just getting caught up on chat. I'm like half an hour behind. So I'm gonna try. Bruce, of course, great to have you here as always. Nikoma is in the chat. I'm very glad. As I said earlier, Nikoma is preparing a masterpiece for this year's holiday card. It's gonna be lit. No pressure, Nikoma. I'm sure it's gonna be beautiful. And again, all y'all can sign up for that by sending me an email if you like. Nikoma said, I got all the refs together and started sketching. I'll have the line work ready for you tomorrow. Beautiful, wonderful, spectacular. Thank you, Nikoma. Ashfeld Knight, hello. Ashfeld Knight has redeemed a watchin' request, and that was a while ago. By the way, Variant, thank you for the follow. Welcome to our humble chat. Let's do that watch request, because that was 41 minutes ago. Oh no. Oh no. What am I watching right now? The last thing we watched was What We Do in the Shadows, season 4. It was the episode where Nandor brings back his 37 wives from the past. I don't know if anyone watches What We Do in the Shadows, but it's a pretty good episode. I think there's 5 seasons, and it's done now. It's over, I believe. So we'll get to the end of it sooner rather than later. But What We Do in the Shadows, very silly, very fun, very silly. Dawn's Eternal Light, hello and welcome. I'm glad you are here. I'm sorry it took me 45 minutes to acknowledge you. Steel Echo says, an arrow to my knee? It's more likely than you think. What would your infomercial product be that you are selling, Steel Echo, to remedy the arrow to the knee situation? Inquiring minds need to know. It's okay, Pearls. Pearls, I appreciate you. I appreciate you magnanimously relinquishing Certified First to OT-Rub tonight. But, you know, like I said, I think you both deserve it, so there you go. Pearl says, no, sorry, Dylan says, I will concede my 3rd position. We cannot mess with the ranking system. Wow, you guys are really wanting me to enforce this. Okay, fine. What I said earlier was wrong. Pearls is 1st, OT-Rub is 2nd, Bruce is 3rd. You'll get on the podium next time, Dylan. However you want it to be. The sacred ranking must be preserved. Artractive, it's great to see you. Welcome on in. Naga, of course, wonderful to have you here. I'm glad you are here. It is a proper stream now. Yes, sign-ups for the holiday cards open for 1 more week. So you can email me now or within the next week. I will keep it open for next week's stream. But then after that, cut off. No more. No more sign-ups. Gotta cut it off sometime. Steel Neko, I will not call you Shadow Lord 420. I will not. Hey Coltrick, welcome. Which will come first, Elder Scrolls 6 or holiday cards? It's anyone's guess. Anyone's guess. I don't know, Nikoma. One's eyes could be problematic for many reasons. I wouldn't assume it's the diabetes. There's many reasons. But it's worth definitely getting checked out if you have concerns. Eyes are not something to mess with, you know? Duckalot is kicking off the Christmas vibes because Skyrim is officially Christmas vibes. Is that right? Skyrim is very winter vibes for me, for sure. 6767 and 1U says hi. Hello. Hello. Naga says I had my glasses break on me recently. We were talking about how my glasses were broken. I had my glasses break on me recently. I had to wait almost 2 weeks between seeing the eye doctor and waiting for the new ones. Yeah, I think they said it would be about 2 weeks. So, Beanard says new glasses drop next week. Everyone get hyped. No, I don't think I'll have my fresh glasses next stream, but probably for the one after that is likely. Bruce says, these days I go to the optometrist for general vision health checkups, but I always take that prescription and order online. It is a lot cheaper to do that. There are a lot of options for online glasses places that sell very cheap glasses. We are lucky. I'm covered under Sarah's health insurance. Comes with her job. It is very good. In fact, when they ran it at the optometrist, they're like, dang, you got good coverage. And I'm like, what does that mean? And they're like, it's 100% covered. Your glasses are 100% covered. And I'm like, thank you. That is excellent. So we're lucky. We can lean on that. But yes, it is often much more economical to go and buy glasses online where they are inexpensive. Bro, you're just falling apart right now, right, Eyelash? You hit 38 and it's all downhill. Gibby Gibson, good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you for encouraging me to go get my snack on. Alright, I think everyone else I had said hello to. Sargon, congrats on your 50 stream watch streak. That's immense. That's huge. Sargon, king of the watch streaks. No doubt. No doubt. Attractive, I see your random Pokemon card requests. We'll get to that in a short moment, I think, I hope. I just want to try and get to the bottom of chat, because I'm so far behind. And then there's a bunch of fire and Blastoises and whatnot. That's all good times. It's all good times. Cool trick on the menu tonight is some fresh, never frozen Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. That's what we got for you. Or by menu, did you mean for my blood sugar? Because that's what's on the menu. Deep fried deals, yes, I also got those hunks from Costco. Indeed. Thank you, Nakoma, for logging these quotes for posterity in the absence of regular quote recorder Draconis ASM artist. Attractive says, Nick, random question, but do you still collect any of the newer Pokemon card sets? I have not for quite some time. The last set that I really bought anything of was the Celebrations set. Is that what it was? The one where they reprinted a bunch of the OG cards and cards from throughout the ages. That was like years ago. It's probably 4 years ago, something like that. So no, I have not picked up any of the newer sets for quite some time. I keep hearing that Pokemon cards, like the new sets, it's all like the scalpers ruin it all for everyone. Is that true? Is that true? Arcantia says, I am well. Finally got my car back after being in a shop for 2 months. And I've finally started the search for an apprenticeship level HVAC job. Yo, good luck with the search. I'm sure you'll find something pretty quick. I think HVAC employees, technicians, whatever, are quite in demand. 6767, it is nice to meet you too. The Saga of Blitz says, hello, internet person. Hello, Saga of Blitz. Hello, other internet person. Saga of Blitz says, I'm hitting 40 in January. Can't confirm you fall apart in the late 30s. That's not what I want to hear. That's not what you're supposed to tell me. You're supposed to tell me, you know what? If you look after yourself, take care of yourself, you're good. You're good. Like, you're good for decades. I don't want to hear it. Lie to me, Sega Blitz. Lie to me. Wolfie, hey, how you doing? What is my favorite city or town in Skyrim? It's probably, this is a very boring answer, but it's probably Whiterun. It's probably Whiterun. Because Whiterun is central, you know, centrally located. It's got the services you need, and Breeze Home is there, which is the coziest of the Skyrim homes. And it's just very nostalgic for me. I just like Whiterun. I don't know. What about you guys? ASMR Fortnite Sweat. It's a good name. ASMR Fortnite Sweat. Do you have sweaty Fortnite ASMR? If I click through on your channel, would I find sweaty Fortnite ASMR? Favorite Assassin's Creed? Assassin's Creed Origins. We talked about this a few weeks back, and there's just something about the vibe of Origins that I just love. I just love that setting. I also love Bayek as a protagonist. So yeah, I think Origins is my favorite AC ever. But shout out to the OGs, of course. The very first Assassin's Creed is actually a very interesting game, I think. Certainly flawed, but obviously kicked off a dynasty. And the Ezio games are all-time classics. You can't argue with them. Bruce says, man, it's so crazy to think that before 1921, diabetes was a freaking death sentence, and thanks to modern medicine, totally manageable. 100%. I've probably said this before. In fact, I know I've told this story before. But when I was first diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, my grandmother was devastated because she thought it meant I was going to die, like young. And my mother had to be like, no, it's okay. It's okay. It's way better these days. He can live a pretty much normal life. And I pretty much am. So there you go. Shout out to you, Grandma. Sorry I scared you there. Peanut says, I low-key procrastinate on dying all day, every day. Don't we all? Don't we all? Alicat Jr., thank you for the follow. Welcome to our humble chat. Limit says, Smarter got diabetes from eating too much candy. Watch out, kids. Don't be like him. I wish, well, no, I don't wish that I had eaten that much candy and given myself diabetes. That's not how I got diabetes. But at least if it was, I would have got to eat a lot of candy along the way. Instead, I just got diabetes because, I don't know, because F me. That's why, I guess, because the scamp here said it had to be so. I don't know. Now sometimes type 1 diabetes just appears. Like the scamps. Just appears. And there's no rhyme or reason. Well, there probably is. We just don't know what it is. Could be viral. Could be genetic. Who can say? Who can say? Yakanono, good to see you, by the way. / logo tone. Welcome. Welcome. Yakanono in the YouTube chat said, seeing the doc tomorrow, something is wrong with my pancreas and insulin productions. Could be autoimmune attacking beta cells. Well, that is a precursor to diabetes often. I hope that's not what's happening for your sake. But if it is, just know it kind of sucks, but it's manageable. You can live with it. Yeah, Matt Berry is fantastic. Also, shout out to Munger, just appearing. Livy, hello and welcome. Good to see you. It's time for a guitar stream. Maybe one day, Bruce. Kuro says, it's obvious, isn't it? Elder Scrolls 6 is going to take place in Cyrodiil again. Can you imagine? I mean, like, I wouldn't be too mad, I guess, but I will bet a great many things that that is not what they were teasing. Lemon says, I saw ASMR nerd eating buckets of candy and chocolate and energy drinks and sodas. You got me. You got me, actually. Yeah, the buckets of all those things. Dick Spring, did you use 10,000 potato points to put Thief 2 YouTube gameplay request? I don't know if you can do that, but you can put in a Thief 2 gameplay request. You are not the first person in the last little bit to request that. And you were right, we are well overdue for some Thief. Ain't no denying it. ASMR Fortnite Sweat asked if there's a Yote video coming soon, and the answer is no. Not until Ghost of Yote is available on the personal computer. I do not have a PlayStation 5. And Yote is not out on PC. It will eventually be, I am sure, but it is not yet. So. One day, when it appears on the personal computer and not the PlayStation, I'll make a video with it. Attractive talking about Pokemon cards. It says 1000% the scalpers are in everything. Their job is just buying up all the stock with bots and then selling it for triple the retail price. It's rough out there. I've been trying to pick up some packs, but it's brutal trying to find anything. That is so sad. It's just disappointing. People ruin everything. I hope you managed to get some packs. Attractive. Bruce says, I gotta roll with Solitude. Love roaming that city. Solitude's a nice city. It probably would be my second. Yeah, I think Solitude would be my second favorite. Every other city is like weirdly compromised in some way, you know? Markarth is full of assholes. Riften's just a shithole. Yeah, go ahead and bonk me. What you gonna do, Eyelash? It needed to be said. Winterhold has, you know, half the city, more than half, most of the city is missing. It fell off a cliff. You know. Vaforma Zen says, fitting theme for you, man. Go be that Dragonborn. Thank you. We will. Soon. Well, when I get caught up on chat, it might not be super soon. But, geologically speaking, soon. Kuro said scalpers are in just about every collection-based hobby. Yeah. The only one that immediately comes to mind that isn't really affected by scalpers is Warhammer. But only because their shoot is so expensive, the scalpers won't risk losing that much money. That's the trick. There you go. They cracked it. Attractive says there's a release this Friday, so I might try my luck in store. I'd love some packs to rip open on Christmas Day. I hope you can get some, Attractive. I hope so. Kuro says Falkreath or Riften for me, though mostly I'm just talking about the holds as a whole. Okay, if we're talking about the holds and not just the city, Riften pulls way further ahead. Riften hold is gorgeous. Riften, the town, is a garbage heap. And you know what, Falkreath hold is also right up there. Falkreath as a town is not bad. It's just kind of podunk and small. But I do love the area. Right? Vuffermazen? The first AC was, in fact, pretty mind-blowing for its time. Bless Granny Nerd. I miss my grams. I do. They were good grandmas. Yeah, the immune system sometimes just wrecks you, huh? It's a thing. Kendogasaurus says, it happened to my soccer coach. He randomly developed diabetes in his early 20s. Yeah, that's exactly what happened to me. At least I got to enjoy my my youth diabetes free. I'm very thankful for that. How does one find out they have diabetes? That is a good question. It's going to be different for different people, but a common symptom that people notice is having to pee a lot, like a lot, like all the time. That is your body trying to expel all the excess sugar and not being able to do it. So along with that comes being thirsty, really thirsty all the time. So if you're really, really thirsty a lot and you have to pee a lot, like way more than would be reasonable, that can be a sign. Also, like rapid weight loss accompanying that can be a sign. I'm just going by my experience, but I lost like 30 pounds over the course of a couple months, and without trying, you know, and was really thirsty and peeing a lot. But yeah, I'm sure different people have different situations. 6767 says, you're really nice, keep up the good work. I don't know why I thought it was 6767. Obviously 6767. Thank you. 6767. I appreciate that. Kid Fishto says, I'm a handyman in California. It seems like there's always work. Always work. Are we talking specifically for HVAC folks or just for handiwork in general? You know, Sagav Blitz, there's something to it, right? Like, definitely there's a mental component to staying healthy. No doubt about it. Yakanono, I am sorry to hear that that is something that might be coming your way. Type 1 is a difficult diagnosis. It's a big adjustment, but you can adjust. Things aren't bad forever. You get into a new groove. You can enjoy your life, and it's a-okay. It just takes a bit more work. So I'm sure that's where you will land if it turns out to be type 1 diabetes for you. Yeah, that does sound familiar, Yakanono. But I'm sure there's other things that can mimic that as well. Swolnick, I've played a ton of Stardew Valley. Not recently, but back, I want to say like 7 years ago or so, I had a whole series of Stardew Valley videos that you can still find on the channel, where I played with a friend of the channel, Miss Fushi ASMR. We played a ton of Stardew together, and it was a lot of fun. Very fond memories. And you can still check out those videos. They should still be on the channel somewhere. It was called Star Duo. Star Duo. Very fun. I had not played it before that, and so she was my Stardew senpai. She taught me. She taught me how to play that game. My archives. I know we are in the last month of this year, and it is crazy. Kuro says, I really want an Elder Scrolls game set in the Somerset Isles. Let me dismantle a Thalmor from within. I play the crap out of that. It's probably not what we're getting, but I would love it. DJ Lord, welcome on in. Good to see ya. Has been a hot minute. Welcome to the chat. Right, how do you get diabetes? Wilfred Brimley shows up and goes, diabetes. And then you just have it. It's really unfortunate. Okay, Bruce has a Skyrim question. How do you think it went for the folks of Winterhold? Like, they woke up, made some coffee, peeked outside, stared blankly as they saw most of the city slumped off into the sea, then just shrugged and shivered like, ooh, it's cold in here. I'm going back inside. You you know, when you live next to a mage's college, I feel like that's the only way you can approach life, because stuff's probably popping off constantly. They're probably so unfazed by everything. Yes, overall the music in Stardew is lovely. Yeah, no, you are right. You found the Stardew videos. Excellent, Solik. I'm glad. I hope you enjoy them. Oh, Stardew is a fantastic Steam Deck game. Also, a Steam Deck, awesome piece of hardware to this day. Winterhold is such a hole. So attractive. I do wish they had built out what was there a little more, and also what had collapsed a little more. You would think if the mages could destroy it, they could fix it. I don't think it's a matter of not being able to fix it. I think it's a matter of not caring. That's my take. Yo, Japes, what's up? Welcome. Okay, I have hit the bottom of chat. I do apologize if I missed some of you saying hello. I like to always try and catch it, but it was a little rushed today and a little broken up because I had to go get my that there hunks, heavenly hunks. Nicoma, I'm going to use your blood sugar check now and see how my blood sugar's doing. Look at that. Look at that. It's coming up. You see how it was going up, 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 and then went off a cliff, and now it's on its way back up. That's not good. Like, you don't want it to go off a cliff like that, but it is good that it's on its way back up. So 4.1 and rising. So that's good. Thank you all for your patience while I prevented myself from dying. And Attractive, you have patiently awaited for this random Pokemon card request. So let's do it. Let's do it. It would be fun for me to pick up a few packs from some newer set, wouldn't it? And open those for the random Pokemon card requests. We should do that. We should do that. I don't have any here. I just have ancient Pokemon cards. But maybe I'll pick up some packs. Alright, 1 second. Japes, what is that? You were wondering about what I showed on the screen? That is my blood glucose. I track it on my phone. I know it's really blown out for you guys, but you can see the line at least. I have a sensor that I put on my arm, and I can track my blood glucose in pretty much real time. It's kind of wild. Technology sometimes can be used for cool things. All right, let's open the random Pokemon cards. Oh my god, the water type cards are everywhere because I forgot to put them back in their elastic band last time. Okay, everywhere is a bit of a stretch. I've got them here. So the random Pokemon cards that we look at for these channel points requests are cards from my childhood. Is a random box of Pokemon cards I found in my parents' basement. I'm pretty sure they're my doubles from when I was a kiddo. And my brothers as well. We kind of shared them. And so we've been enjoying just going through these here and pulling random cards to see what we get. So let's do it. Let's see what random water type we're gonna pull here today. Yes, vintage indeed. My childhood is vintage. It hurts, but it's true. And these cards are all from the first few sets. So let's see what we got. Hey, a Starmie. A Starmie. It's gonna fight off that scamp. Starmie, you swift. Super effective. Scamp is dead. Swift couldn't be super effective. It's normal type, but whatever. Also, it has a fixed damage value, so it doesn't matter. Point is, someone needs to slay that scamp. Hey, look who it is over on YouTube. Justin Jet Zorbas. How you doing, Justin? Greetings from Taiwan. Yo, thank you so much for joining us from Taiwan today. Justin, how have you been, my friend? It has been a little bit. I hope you're doing great. Justin bleh, words. Justin Jet Zorbus. For those of you who have not met him in the chat here, do not know him, he's a long-time member of this community, friend of the channel, and an incredible music composer and arranger and sound engineer, sound designer, who has written some gorgeous music for whatever, just for its own sake, but also some really fun music to accompany your tabletop games, like your D&D games and that kind of stuff, as well as like sound effects packs and these sorts of things. But Justin has some beautiful pieces, and you all can find them on wherever fine music is found. I know he's on Spotify, YouTube, other places. Justin says, doing great, my friend. Just went and finished 3 months in Vietnam, and now on to Taiwan. Yo, you're living the life. That's incredible. Sending virtual boba tea my way. I accept your boba tea. I'll have some to bump up my blood sugar. That's rad. I'm glad you're living it up, Justin. Sounds like a great time. And thank you for dropping it to say hi. David Grant, good morning to you. Welcome. Not me, thank you for following. And welcome to the chat. My hair is majestic, thank you. I appreciate that too. Yeah, the oldest type of cards. So that's what these are. These are from the base set, the very first set. At least in the English language. There are older cards from Japan, in Japanese, but still the same set, just the Japanese equivalent. They just were published earlier in Japan. Here I will, let me just turn down the ISO here a little bit so that I can hold the card up and you can see it without it getting blasted. There we go. Starmie. Interestingly, usually in the base set, the like evolution Pokemon, the evolved Pokemon, I guess I should say, were uncommon or rare, you know? But this is an evolved Pokemon. It evolves from Staryu, of course, but it was still a common. Just a common. You can tell because it has a little circle down the bottom corner there. With Recover and Star Freeze. Starmie, of course, was Misty's ace Pokemon. One of them, anyway. Back in the day. Misty being, of course, the gym trainer for the second city. Cerulean in the OG Pokemon. As well as Ash Ketchum's traveling companion for seasons, many seasons. Thank you for that random Pokemon card request. Artractive, I hope you enjoyed the Starmie. Starmie's a cool Pokemon. It never really gets enough love. I like Starmie. Not me. We do in fact have a Discord. Exclamation mark Discord. We'll get you there. We would love to have you there. It's a pretty chill place. Please join us in our humble tavern. Jape's talking about that sensor. Says I've seen those before. I was like, no way that works. And I saw a TikTok of someone using it. Yeah, they work great. Technology, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Boston Box says I got the Metal Geek Modern 97. I love it. I bought it for about $140, but I just saw Black Friday sale for $54. That always hurts. If you bought it quite recently at full price, you might be able to reach out to Metal Geek customer support, and they might help you out. It would be the right thing to do. I can't promise, of course, but oftentimes companies will do that, especially if you bought it just before the sale. Japes, congratulations on your 3-stream streak. Congrats, congrats. Naga says it dumped snow here this weekend. Any sort of snow here? Nope, none. Lots of rain, no snow. It's been getting down to freezing at night, some nights at least, but only just. And usually, if it's a clear night out, it gets down to freezing. But if it's a cloudy night, it doesn't, because you know, the clouds keep it a little warmer. So I wouldn't mind some snow. I picked up a snow shovel last weekend, so I'm ready for anything, or this weekend, I guess. Oh, the classic. So it sounds like you might have some of the Japanese cards, not me. That's cool. Kuro, you're not into the boba tea. Sarah loves boba tea, and that's how I came to learn to enjoy boba tea. Not that it's very good for a diabetic, mind you. Gotta love those Kanto Pokemons are attractive. I think just because of my age, and that was my first games. I think the Kanto Mons are my favorite too. Takes me back to watching Pokemon every Saturday morning with my brothers. Says are attractive. Miss those days. Yeah. It's the nostalgia, right? I miss it too. Not me. We used to have a group that would play Guild Wars. We'd get together and do some events and stuff. We haven't for a very long time, just because people kind of drifted off and I got very busy. But Guild Wars 2 is bumping right now. Guild Wars 2 absolutely slaps. I would say it's the best it's ever been. It's a fantastic game these days. I still play, so if there's interest in getting the guild back together, y'all let me know. Yo, what's up, Limit? What's up, Limit? Okay, gang, we are an hour and a half into this stream, and I've caught up on the chat. So what would you guys like? There's two ways we can go here. I can go get tonight's beer. We can do the beer pour. Then we can jump into some Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. The critically acclaimed Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. 2011's Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Or we can open up the Monster Mystery Pit. Which is always a good time. But I understand we might want to get to the gameplay. We can save this for later if you want. These are blind box style enamel pins of Dungeons and Dragons monsters from throughout the eras. For example, this red dragon right here. This is the 5th edition art for the red dragon. We also have stuff like this very interesting 2nd edition art for the Mimic. And you know, this rad looking owlbear, all that kind of stuff. They're very fun, and it's a random one, right? It's one of these in each of these. So Not Me says, oh, this stream is glorious. Thank you, Not Me. Sounds like you've come to the right place. Can we get a warm stream welcome for Not Me 1451266 too, to give Not Me their full name. Hey, Oregon Vault Girl over on YouTube. Good to see you, Brandy. I'm glad that you're liking the wall back here. Thank you. I'm happy with how it's looking. It's still not done. One day I'll finish up back there, but thank you. Hope you've been well. That's right, the Mimic with the creepy lips. They're so creepy. They're so upsetting. Livy asks if there's going to be a favorite keyboards of 2025 video this year. Livy, I was not planning on it because, truth be told, I've reviewed like one keyboard this year, so it wouldn't be much of a list. I really fell off the keyboard reviews for a while there after we bought this house, and I just didn't have the time. So just in the last couple months, I've been getting back into doing some hardware reviews with, you know, the 8-bit retro keyboard over there, or the Pro 3 controller here. But no, I don't think I have enough keyboard reviews this year to do a top keeps of the year. But if I can keep up with putting out some fresh reviews, maybe next year there'll be one. Kuro says, it's funny, for a long time my favorite Pokemon was Luxray, but then Gen 7 hit and Lycanroc entered the scene, and I don't think there's a damn thing that could ever take its place number one. That's fair. That's fair. Both cool mons. Both cool mons. Japes says, as someone who's been watching ASMR since 2016, that's pretty OG. You're walking around Skyrim is still top 3 on ASMR on YouTube. I appreciate that, Japes. I'm glad people still enjoy that all these years later. It's very rewarding to know. You're not wrong, Kuro. Not that much gets done in Skyrim, so maybe we should just open this mystery box. The single keyboard of 2025. Pretty much. Boston Buck, I just play guitar. I don't even really do that right now. I would like to get back into playing guitar. I used to play guitar. These guitars are here aspirationally. I have always kind of wanted to sing, like train my voice, become a better vocalist. I think I've always just been a little self-conscious about it. I've never really taken the time to do it, so. But I think one day I would like to take some voice lessons, you know. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, same, not me. It's tough. I don't know. I feel like it's a tough thing. But I feel like I should just do it. I need to get over my hang-ups and just sing. When I was a kiddo, say middle school, I was in the choir for a year. And I enjoyed it. It was fun. Alright, let's open this monster mystery pin. Let's see what we've got. I've got like 5 of them over there. Or 6, I guess. I'm really hoping this is not going to be a double. There are 20 different options available. I guess 24, because there's the sterling silver versions of these as well. But those are ultra rare. Be cool though. I really like one of those sterling silver ones. But you know, if I've got 6 of them out of 24, it means I have about a quarter of the possible pins. So I still think there's a decent chance this is one I don't have yet, but it is possible that it's a double. We'll see. Sid, hello. Sid Hennessy, welcome on in. Kuro says, do the top keys anyway, but just as a 5-second video that says do or do not buy. B1 keyboard. Yes, buy this keyboard. It's good. Okay, thanks for watching. See you next time. Make sure to like and subscribe. Eyelash says, excuse me for a bit. I must be digging myself out of the blizzard that has trapped me in my home. Oh, you've got some snow over there, Eyelash. Handsome Dashing Princess, hello and welcome. Handsome Dashing Princess asks, standard voice lessons or metal voice lessons? I think I would start with standard, because I think the principles of good, you know, breath support and just, like I think all the lessons of basic singing apply to metal as well. It's just metal has additional technique on top that you need to be aware of, like how to scream, growl, whatever, without damaging your voice. And but I think starting with basic voice lessons would be the way to start. Kuro, you're thinking it's going to be the blue beholder, this guy up here, or wait, this guy here. I'm colorblind. I don't know which one's the blue one. I have one of them. I have this guy. So I got this one right here. Alright. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's a new one. I don't have this guy yet. That is a freaking cool owlbear, y'all. Look at that. That is the 2nd edition owlbear. That's badass. Heck yeah. That's a super cool piece of art. What a new one. I'm glad it wasn't a double. Artractus says that's my favorite yet. It's so cool, isn't it? Super badass. Let's take it off of its little backing here. Nicoma, thank you again for making sure I'm keeping an eye on my blood sugar. Yes, it is doing better. I'm doing better, thank you. Oh, you didn't know Kuro? Yeah, I mean, I can see color, I just see it wrong. According to everyone else, I see it wrong. There we are. Oh, this was the 3rd edition owlbear. My bad. Not 2nd ed. Still though. Super cool. And you can see they're quite detailed. Got a lot of texture to them. Yeah, my color blindness is like protanopia, they call it. So it's called red-green colorblind, but it's kind of not just that. But generally speaking, I don't see red or the red tones in colors the way that a fully color-sighted person does. Oregon Vault Girl on YouTube says, I come with sad news out of Oregon. Rogue Brewery shut their doors. No. Rogue was like an absolute mainstay in the Portland brewing scene, right? Or the Oregon brewing scene, anyway. They owed major money. They just said, screw it, and shuttered everything. Wow, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear it. I mean, I enjoyed some of their brews, so for my sake, I'm sorry, but that just sucks. Well, thank you for letting us know, Oregon Vault Girl. Remember their Bat Squatch was quite tasty. Bummer though. So if you have a favorite beer from Rogue and you can't see it in the store, or you see it in the stores, grab it while you can. End of an era. End of an era. I'm surprised because it always seemed like they were quite popular. Nicoma says, my friend can't see yellows and greens well. I can't remember what that's called, but it's a certain type of color blindness, yeah. Yeah, I don't remember what that is, though. It's to do with, like, the different cones, which are the color receptor structures in your eye. Some people have malformed cones, or some people are lacking a certain type of cone that's tuned to, you know, a particular wavelength of light. Not me says, if you're colorblind, then would you just learn the color, like when you're young? Not quite sure what you're getting at, but maybe you mean like, how do I know that my color vision is different? Because I would just see what I think is red and just be like, that's red. Color's weird, eh? Perception is weird. How do we all know that we have the same concept of color? It's kind of crazy. But of course they have tests, right? Or they have different, like, you've probably seen that before, like the circle's made up of different colored dots. You're supposed to be able to see numbers in it if you have normal vision, or not if you have different kinds of color blindness. So there's ways they can test. I have discovered just through talking with people over the course of my life that my perception of red is quite skewed. Like my wife will be like, look at that gorgeous red tree or whatever. And I'll be like, the what? She'll be like, it is like bright flaming red. Can you not see that? And I'll be like, oh, that tree. Yeah, well, now that you point it out, I can see that it's red, but it didn't stand out to me. Like it didn't jump out at me, you know? And I find that's often how it is. And this says, I'm curious now, is there a variation of color blindness for every color combination? No, probably not. It's tied to the, as Derpalord says, it's tied to the cones and the wavelengths that they're sensitive to. Humans have a few different types of cones, maybe 3 or 4, I can't remember. So there's probably other variants, and there can be different strengths of it, but like to different degrees. But Thorax says, hey everyone, happy stream day, looking for some cozy Skyrim. Thorax, you've come at the right time, because we're about to jump into some cozy Skyrim. Actually, I'm about to go get the beer, but then we're going to do some cozy Skyrim. He also showed up just in time to see our new D&D pin, Mystery Monster pin, 3rd edition Owlbear. Kuro says, I play with a guy who can't see. I want to say green. He showed me the filter that supposedly matches and everything's brown, yellow, and blue. Yeah, I believe it. Or maybe it's red he can't see. It's impossible for me to know how other people see things, so it's impossible for me to know how mine differs. But I can get a sense of it, you know? That's right, we're all colorblind in comparison to shrimp. Correct, Kuro? Alright, it's beer time, y'all. Yo, what's up? Monokolokoroco. I don't know why I saw your name and I knew it was you, but when I read it, I was like, wait, no, that's not how it's normally spelled. But no, it is correct. Matt McNichol, you're too angry. You're too angry. Okay. Friends, I'm going to go get the beer. One day we'll play some Skyrim. I promise. I promise. I'll be right back for the beer pour. BRB. Talk amongst yourselves, friends. Talk amongst yourselves. Don't touch that dial. Wow, that's not very many flames at all. Y'all got your flames out earlier in the stream when I left for a moment there. This is positively well behaved of you. In fact, the only flames are coming from Kuro and from Naga. Nikoma out there with the Blastoises. Derpalord says, if you want to cure color blindness, you should drink the ink from a tattoo gun and stare at a flashbang. I don't recommend it. At least that's how it works in Caves of Cud. Is that how to pronounce that? Caves of Cud. Great game. The banana trees harvest you. I've heard many good things about Caves of Cud. I have been intrigued, though I have not played it. Monica Locoroko says, I've been playing Star Wars Outlaws on my Switch too and been enjoying it. You know what? Outlaws was slept on. Well, not slept on. Outlaws was unfairly criticized. I think Outlaws is way better. Underrated, some might say. It's not without its issues, but that game was way better than people gave it credit for. Kuro says, I'm not apologizing. Arcanine is my third favorite Pokemon. I cannot be blamed. I don't know if you can blame your favorite Pokemon for your own choices, but you know. Tonight's beer, friends. Tonight's beer is a serious one. Tonight's beer is the 20-pounder double IPA from Driftwood. Driftwood being my favorite local brewery. They have the coolest frickin' art on their cans. Look at that. It's just badass. This guy got blasted through with a cannonball. How cool is that? This stuff is serious. Look at that freaking horse in the background. This stuff is strong. It packs a serious punch. It is 9%. It says here, the field of battle is sown by the careless hands of death. That flower girl with pockets red and blue. The sky shows the furrows of cannons' arcs, the sparks lately fired. A charge of pine and citrus hangs heavy on the wind. A moment of silence, and then the 20-pounder thunders on. So this is clearly named after a cannon, presumably that fired 20-pound cannonballs. It is heavily hopped as a double IPA, hence the pine and citrus. I saw, who was it? Someone over here said, Matt McNichol said, let's get hip with some hops. And you're absolutely right. We're going to get hip with these hops right now. Dylan, you missed it. You could have burned down the chat, but you were too late. Too late. It is a super cool can, isn't it, Monaco Loco? It's pretty rad. Well, I'm glad you've been enjoying Outlaws, because it is very cool. It is very cool. Alright, Derpa Lord, have a good day at work. Have a good day at work. Gorok says, once upon a time, Driftwood was selling prints of their can art. I know, and I missed out on it. Curious if they still do. Well, I don't know. I have not been by the brewery recently, so they might. I fell onto an empty bottle of their Saison, I think, because it has an awesome mermaid on it. Yeah, they've got such cool art. I would love a print of their Drawn to the Light. It has like a death's head moth on it. And I kept a bottle of that for a long time because I love that art. But I asked them, I went into the brewery and asked, and they said they don't have prints of it. So, Nicoma says it is 2 a.m. I'm going to drink with you and then sleep time. All right. Good night, Nicoma. Good night, good night. Thank you for being here. Thank you for keeping an eye on the chats, y'all. Can we all give Nicoma a big internet hug? Nicoma out there, not only creating the art for this year's holiday card, but also keeping an eye on the chat here. Alright, let me crack open this can. And I'm just going to mute while I adjust the microphones for maximum crispness in our pour. All right, and let's pour it out. Here we go, friends. I can smell the hops from here. Driftwood makes one of my very favorite IPAs, the Fat Tug IPA. Oh, one moment, friends. That's very squeaky. 1 second. we'll continue the pour. Sorry. That interruption was an update on our neighborhood cat, our foster cat. I don't know what you want to call her. She's not a foster cat. She's our step cat. Her name is Royal. She's the neighbor's cat, but she thinks she belongs to us. She spends all her time over here, and we love her very much. She's a real sweetheart. But technically, she's not our cat. And anyway, earlier today, or just this evening, we noticed she's okay. This is a little bit gross, slightly gross, I guess, if you don't have pets or not used to pet stuff. But she's a long-haired cat. Occasionally, if a long-haired cat has an upset tummy, they get a poopy butt, right? They have like a messy butt because their long hair gets in the way when they're doing their business. And so poor little Miss Royal had a poopy butt. And we texted the neighbor, and we're like, the neighbor that owns Royal, and we're like, hey, we noticed Royal's got an upset stomach and like a messy butt. Like, do you want us to try and clean her up? And the neighbor's like, oh, I'm just out for dinner, but no, don't worry about it. Like, I'll clean her up when I get home. And so I guess she just recently got home, and the challenge being that Royal, the cat, doesn't really like to get scooped up by her actual owner, because they have 3 other cats, and Royal hates being around other cats. So she like runs away from her actual owner, but she will come to us. So Sarah was out there trying to help the cat's owner scoop up the cat so that she could take her and give her a bath and get her cleaned up. And apparently it was a success. The cat is in the bag. So there you go. That's the Royal story. She's getting the bath right now. Poor baby. She is not going to be happy, but she needed it. So average cat behavior indeed. Well, friends, I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. I don't know. What are we toasting today? To Royal. We're going to toast Royal. I hope that her bath goes well. Cheers, Royal. Now that is an IPA. Wow. That is a hell of a lot of hops coming on strong. It is delicious. It is delicious. It is aromatic. It is resinous. It is green. It is super duper hoppy. It is delicious. And Jessa Killshot. Cheers. Welcome. And thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. I am so hopped up. Not me. So hopped up. Alright, let's readjust these microphones so that you can hear me a little better. Can you hear the difference? How crisp I am over here and how not I am over here. It's the difference between speaking on axis and off axis. On axis. Off axis. And as I turn this, you will hear my voice go from sounding dull to crisp. Kind of cool, eh? Alright. Derpalord says, the last time I had beer was at a brewery in Latvia. They make a 47% beer? What? Okay, you make a 47% beer. I don't think that's beer at that point. Insane stuff. Somehow it still counts as beer, and they're legally allowed to sell it. I've never heard of such a thing. The strongest beer I've ever had was probably like 13-ish%, like a barley wine, thereabouts. I feel like at 47%, you're well out of beer territory. But Potato Boy DVD says, I had to leave and then I came back, and when you said let's crack it open, or crack open this can, my brain processed it as let's open some crack. Oh boy. The Turbo Lord talking about cats, long-haired cats. Nah, it's just the filter. There's enough hair there that it just comes out like clean water. I can assure you it does not. James, welcome. Welcome, James. Anth says, reading about Rogue's closure. Rogue's, the brewery. Apparently 6 of the 10 biggest craft breweries in Oregon had a decline in sales last year. Well, I think generally, Imagined Imperfection. Thank you for subscribing on YouTube. Welcome. I think generally alcohol consumption is down these days, so it doesn't surprise me too much. Scissors, hello and welcome. Mad McNichol says, fun fact, cannabis and hops are related, belonging to the same family, Cannabinaceae, and that's why you get some really skunky smelling hops sometimes, I guess. Scissors, thank you also for subscribing. Appreciate that. Alright. Yo, Peachy Pixels, welcome. Good to see you. How you doing? Glad you could be here tonight. Jessica Killshot says, at a beer festival I discovered hop pellets. You put them in any beer and it makes them more hoppy. It's like a little pill that you put in, it dissolves, and it's just like poof, like a hop bomb. That's wild. For a while here at our liquor stores, they were selling like hop shots, which is like liquid hop concentrate in little bottles, like a 5-hour energy type bottle. I haven't seen those for a while though. Multiverse, thank you also for this up on YouTube. Alright gang. Alright gang. Shall we play some Skyrim? That is what we are here for after all. In theory. In theory. So, oh man, we still have this stupid overlay. Tell you what, give me 1 second, friends. I'm just gonna try quitting and restarting Skyrim to see if that overlay goes away, because it seems really random whether it shows up. I think it's the Steam overlay, performance overlay, and I'm not sure how to disable it. Clearly I pressed something at some point that made it appear. The Scamp's gonna help us. Heck yeah, Skyrim. Let's take a moment to start up again, because I've got a lot of mods, so it takes a moment. Deep fried deals here for potato. Well, I've got something for you. I've got a potato for you. Thank you for slaying the scamp, Chihuahua visuals. Sweet from Circus says, the classic open and close it 5 times strat. Hey, you know, sometimes turning it off and on again works. We shall see. Oh no. The scamps have taken our moment of weakness while Skyrim is closed. They've chosen this moment to attack. Hide yourselves. Hide yourselves. We'll defend ourselves with the might of the potato. The glorious potato. I swear, the game should start any moment now. Okay, there we go. There we go. So, well, look, there's still a performance overlay. Alright. Disable Steam performance overlay. To disable it, open the Steam client, go to settings, in-game, and toggle off enable Steam overlay while in-game. Okay. Alright. Real-time troubleshooting, gang. Settings, in-game. The weird thing is I don't think I have it enabled. At least I didn't previously. There, it's off now. Did it? Oh yeah, that worked. Okay. No, I don't know, somehow it got turned on. I don't know how that happened. I must have hit the hotkey, whatever the hotkey is. Multiverse on YouTube says first impression, you pull out a potato and there's a bunch of goblins on screen. This is incredible. Welcome to our community, Multiverse. Can we get a warm stream welcome for Multiverse 2252? Yeah, that's pretty much the vibe here. Alright. So friends, I had intended for us to play a new mod tonight. It kind of soft launched just the other day. It's called Lordbound, and it adds a whole new area west of Western Skyrim in the Reach. Wait, why the frick is that performance overlay back? What the F? I just turned it off. What is happening? Steam performance overlay insists on itself. It cannot be contained. Let me just see if it's... Okay. Pardon me. It is now set to off, so I don't understand how it's possible he's still there. But I guess you guys just get to enjoy. I can toggle it with Alt P. Let's see if that works. But wait, it disappears? What is going on? I don't know, gang. I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. How many hours have I spent in Skyrim, asks Swolnick. Well, on PC, according to Steam, I have spent... Let's see. Skyrim. 578 hours. Although, to be fair, a lot of those hours, or some of them at least, are probably just sitting at the menu on streams like this. However, I do also have it on Switch, and so I've logged some hours there. And that's just Skyrim's special edition, but I surely logged hundreds of hours on the original version. Rather, not the special edition. So, I don't know. Hundreds. But I know only 500. I'm a lightweight. I know I'm a poser Skyrim fan. How could I? Gotta rack it up into multiple thousands. But like I said, there's some mitigating factors there. Mac McNichol says, were you who was explaining the lore behind these bus creatures? What? And then it's actually sad with them being controlled by... Oh yes. Yes, we did talk about that once. Yes, these creatures, the bus creatures. These are the Silt Striders. The Silt Striders are from Morrowind. And they're also found up here on Solstheim, which is part of the Dragonborn DLC in Skyrim. And the Silt Striders are these massive insects. They have their carapaces hollowed out and used for transport. And they are controlled by their exposed nerve endings right here. This cluster of exposed nerve endings, which is used to pilot the Silt Strider around, which is actually pretty grotesque when you think about it. So yeah, we feel bad for the Silt Striders. This is pretty brutal. That is pretty rough. Sorry, buddy. Yes, the Skyrim is quite modded, Dylan. Jessica Killshot says, yes, this is such an awesome community vibe, and you have a great ASMR voice. Thank you, I appreciate that. I'm glad you're enjoying it so much here right off the bat. It's wonderful to have you with us, and I hope you continue to enjoy the vibes here. Eyelash, I don't even know what that means. Wait, you have 2,000 hours in Skyrim are attractive? Wow, that is impressive. That is very impressive. Yeah, they're a little creepy, aren't they? Sweet from the Circus. Naga says, I had no idea that's how they worked. Yeah, it's pretty rough. Our Attractive says, to be fair, I sometimes put Skyrim on in the background to just listen to the ambient music and the occasional courier and dragon jump scare, which is a totally valid way to enjoy the game. It's a gorgeous game visually, but also the soundscapes are fantastic. So, the last time we played Skyrim on stream, if you can believe it, according to the save game that we just loaded, was almost a year ago, gang. Almost a year ago, which is unbelievable to me because there was a time when Skyrim was pretty much all I streamed. So that's crazy. But I'm glad we're getting back to it. The last time we played, we were here on Solstheim. We were doing the Dragonborn DLC. So let's see where we were at. The people of Raven Rock know the name Mirak, saying that he has a temple near the center of the island. I should seek him out and find out why people have attacked me on his behalf. Yes, so for those who maybe don't know or don't remember, this whole DLC is kicked off by cultists attacking you, and they're attacking you on behalf of this Mirak, and we have come here to Solstheim in the far north to find out why, basically. As I was saying, I was hoping we would start a new mod today, this Lord-bound mod, which adds this massive new land. It looks really good, but unfortunately, it doesn't seem to want to work with my old-ass version of Skyrim here. This mod list that I'm playing with here, because it is a modded version of the game, this mod list is old. Wow, thanks, Eyelash, thanks. This is the mod list that I originally started this save on back in 2018, guys, when I first started streaming Skyrim in 2018. And so this mod list is many years out of date, which means it doesn't necessarily play nice when I try and add modern, new mods to it. But I've been kind of scared to touch this mod list much because I don't want it to stop working. I want to make sure that we can keep loading our save games and continue our adventures with Mittens, the Khajiit, and his crew. We've got Inigo, our best boy, over here. We've got Argus, who's a grumpy old man. We've got Karjo, who is our second best Khajiit. And we've got Miko, who is our very good boy. Our very good boy. Robin Gonzalez, this is Skyrim, the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Nomunos, hello, welcome. This is Skyrim, a classic Elder Scrolls game. Graham says you are an OG. So many nights watching your map videos and so many more. Probably took me 4 to get through the whole thing. Yo, Graham, I appreciate that. Thank you for the kind words. I'm glad you enjoy the content. I hope you continue to enjoy my stuff, whether the old stuff or the new stuff. I appreciate it. Wow, what did I do to deserve an okay boomer, Eyelash? The Sill Striders look like they could be related to those kick things from the last stream. Those things are disgusting. I don't want to think about them. They're so gross. The Sill Striders are gross, but not quite that gross. You're totally right, are attractive. Eyelash never misses. Precision box. Surgical box. So, the point is, gang, that instead of playing the Lord-bound mod, we're just going to carry on with the Dragonborn DLC here. So we've come to Solstheim to find out why Mirak is sending fools to try and kill us. And we're going to go to the Temple of Mirak here to find him. We are a ways away, so we'll have to make our way upslope to the Temple of Mirak. So let's get rolling. Solstheim here is an island to the north of Skyrim in the Sea of Ghosts. The Sea of Ghosts. And It is also the location of DLC, or an expansion, as we called them back in the day, for the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. The Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. That was the Blood Moon DLC. The Blood Moon DLC. And so, oops, we've got some guys here. Oop, all right, guess my gang got him. The Ash spawn. So in the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, Solstheim is a very snowy landscape, and there is snow to be found here as well, but it's also very ashy. It's covered in volcanic ash because of the eruption of the Red Mountain, which is that volcano right over there. Between the events of Morrowind and the events of Skyrim, the Red Mountain erupted and buried the province of Morrowind underneath a blanket of ash. And Solstheim here similarly got... oh, sorry, Miko. I didn't mean to... I wanted to loot this ash hopper. And so this is all volcanic ash here. But we will get into the snow soon. Sea of Ghosts is a hard name for a sea, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh yeah, my gang here is a bunch of hardened murderers. Pillar of Oblivion discovered. Should we activate it? I'm not sure what it does. Let's try it out. Oh, we can't. This is, I think, part of the Thunderchild mod, I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong, but we have been known to indulge in cannibalism. It's true. So now we're leaving the really ashy areas. We're moving into this more temperate area with nice grass. And soon we'll be up in the snowy area. Yo, what's up? Oh gosh. Here, I thought he was friendly. Just rolls away. Man, this game is, even after all these years, really beautiful. Really beautiful. This was something big and scary. A dragon by the looks of it. Definitely. I've been known to what? You know what, Naga. You know what. Oh, speaking of dragons. Whoops. Looks like we've got a friend. Oh gosh, getting blasted. Get back here. Land, you oversized lizard, land. Blood dragon. I just realized I was using Daedric arrows. I don't really want to use all my Daedric arrows up. So let's switch to some Dwarven arrows. That'll do. Get back here. Inigo. Come here, you big smelly gas bag. I think I missed. I'm going to get blasted, aren't I? Oh, maybe not. Oh, he's down. He's down. Where'd he go? He slid. I'm not sure where he went. How did he get over there? How did he get over there? What the heck, y'all? Yo, Andrew, welcome. Welcome. Great to have you here. Alright. And we're gonna take his soul. Absorb his soul. Or will we? Or will we? Okay, looks like we will. Thank you, Inigo. absolutely went like under the ground and popped up over there. That's it. Mirak will sometimes show up and steal the soul of Naga, the dragon soul, so that's why I said, or will we? I wasn't quite sure. I wasn't quite sure whether we would or not. Hey Andrew, thank you for subscribing on YouTube. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Dang, this game's pretty. Look at that, y'all. This game's almost 15 years old. It's 14. Just turned 14. Now granted, this is modded, but still. It's just real pretty. I'd buy it again. I would too, Attractive. When Todd re-releases like Unreal 5 remaster, I'll absolutely buy it again. I love the environmental storytelling here as we're getting closer to the Temple of Mirak. All these dragon skeletons are strewn about. That's some cool environmental storytelling. The classic Colovian for helmet, we're all rocking it. We're all rocking it. Is the height of Tamrielic fashion. Always has been, always will be. Scamp could never. Scamp could never. Bruce says, Crimson Desert is looking good. I just learned about it the other day, but the screenshots and clips look amazing. I've seen some stuff with it, Bruce. Is it, correct me if I'm wrong, is it an MMO? Or is it like a single player game made by the folks who made Black Desert Online, which is an MMO? I'm not quite clear on that. They can literally pre-authorize my debit card for Skyrim Remastered right now. Actually though. Okay, oh, we've got some, oh, the Reiklings are here worshipping the Beast Stone. The Reiklings are kind of like cold weather goblins. It's probably terribly racist and reductive of me to say so, but it's like a furry party hat, right? Isn't it though? We need to find one for Karjo. We have one for all of us except Karjo. Now granted, his pirate hat is tricorn, very good, but I'd like to find a proper Colovian for helm for him. Bolos, how are you? How are you, Bolos? I don't think we can give Miko a Colovian for helm, but if we could, I absolutely would. Alright. So here's the Temple of Mirak. It is getting built actively by his cultists. Let's see what we can find up here, y'all. Just imagine. We really do need a mod for Miko to wear the hat. You know what, gang? Let's see. Let's just give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second here. I'll leave you with that preview. Let me see if we can find Skyrim. Dogs. Dogs wear hats mod. Aubrey's dogs wearing hats for Skyrim Special Edition. What? This might have to be for specific dogs. No, I don't think so. I think you can put these hats. Have you ever wished your beloved dog companion could wear a snug and cozy Santa hat? Oh, it's specifically gotta be a Santa hat, but still. This is literally a mod to put a hat on your dog, y'all. Okay, I think we might have to do this. This is unbelievable. I think we might have to do this. Should I download it right now and install it? I kind of want to. This is modern Skyrim tech. This mod came out last December. So this is recent. Unbelievable. Ooh, Derpalord has choice paralysis and wants to know from y'all. Okay, give some feedback here. Tropical punch, blue raspberry, or green apple? Sound out in the chat. Saint Miko, right? Attractive. Give him the hat. It's Christmas. Christmas. Okay, you've got one blue raspberry. You've got one tropical punch. I don't know if that helps you, Triple Lord. Bolos, tonight's brew. Tonight's brew is the 20-pounder double IPA from Driftwood Brewery. A 9% IPA monster. Very delicious, though. Oh, Bolos with the tiebreaker. Bolos says tropical punch. There you go, Triple Lord. Tropical punch it is. Glad we could help. Bruce says Crimson Desert is by Pearl Abyss, who developed Black Desert Online, and is set in the same universe, but it is not an MMO, okay? Just an open-world action-adventure game in the fantasy genre, loosely based on the Black Desert universe. That's actually way more interesting to me then, because I know Black Desert could be like crazy grindy. Single-player action-adventure is much more interesting. Tropical, lock it in. Do it, Turbo Lord, do it. Alright, gang, you know what? This is, let it never be said that I do not listen to the will of the people. We're going to give Miko a hat right the F now. It's just going to take a minute. Okay, Miko, we'll be right back. Good boy. Stay right there. You'll have a hat momentarily. I'm going to download this mod. I'm not quite sure actually, but it says, remember, you need both a dog and a hat in order to put a hat on a dog. Please check the requirements to ensure your Floof's holiday dreams come true. Okay, it looks like I'm going to have to download. Oh, wait, this is going to require more. Okay, maybe I won't. I need to download, of course, there's prerequisites. I need to download A Dog's Life. I need to download Santa Hat SE. This seems like it might be more trouble than it's worth right now. Sorry, gang. I think I'm going to have to do this after the stream, and I will make sure that the next time I stream Skyrim, Miko will have a hat. Okay. Alright. System, welcome. Thank you for tuning in from Europe. Good morning. Good morning. I'm doing quite well, thank you. Clovian for Helmut, a potato emoji when? Wow, how have we never thought of that before? Have we never thought of that before? That's something I could make happen. I'm pretty darn sure. I have a doc, a text doc where I include emoji ideas. Somewhere. Where is it? Twitch. Emotes suggestions. On the list includes low poly potato with a crown, a hi hello emote of some kind, a good vibes emote, a low poly Nick emote, a waifu Nick emote, a Saint Nick emote, a cozy emote of some kind, and now a potato with Colovian fur helm. I need to make these happen, y'all. Alright. Sorry about that little excursion, y'all. Sadly, our Miko hat dreams will not come true tonight, but soon. Man, for some reason, this screen distortion effect appears every time I load this game. It happened in a mod that I played a while, like years ago. And fortunately, there's like a command to make it go away, but by default, it always appears when I load my save. God, I love Skyrim mods. Look at this snow. Isn't that some delightfully crunchy looking snow? That's some nice looking snow. I dig that snow. those emote ideas attractive? We should absolutely. If you had to pick one, or let's say if you had to pick 3 of those, which ones would be your top picks? These guys are creepy, huh? Alright. What the heck is going on here, y'all? Who are all these crazy... These crazy cultists? Who's talking down here? What's going on?
Osla, please, you must listen to me. Isra, I'm here to help you. You must leave this place.
Who are you?
You there. What brings you to this place? Why are you here?
Oh, I have to get my Cashie voice back on. It's been a while. Who are you? Hmm?
I am Freya of the Scar. I am here to either save my people or avenge them.
Save them from what exactly?
I am unsure. Something has taken control of most of the people of Solstein. It makes them forget themselves and work on these horrible creations that corrupt the stones, the very land itself. My father, Storm, our shaman, says Mirak has returned to Solstein, but that is impossible.
This Mirak tried to have Mittens killed.
Then you and I both have reason to see what lies beneath us. Let us go. There is nothing more I can do here. The tree stone and my friends are beyond my help for now. We need to find a way into the temple below.
What do you know about Mirak?
His story is as old as Solstein itself. He served the dragons before their fall from power, as most do. A priest in their order. But unlike most, he turned against them. He made his own path, and his actions cost him dearly. The stories say he sought to claim Solstein for himself, and the dragon.
Whoa, what? Excuse me? Excuse me? What was that? Attacked by cultists. Dang. We were just in the middle of chatting, y'all. Extremely rude. Where'd Freya go? We were talking. Yo, Freya. Maybe she went down to the temple. That was 2 cultists. Okay. Well, that's awkward. Let's head down, and presumably she'll be with us, because I was in the middle of learning some lore. Kitties always have a sort of Russian accent. I always took it to be like kind of generically, I don't know, desert adjacent, but
You would leave now, when we have yet to find what is at the heart of this. I cannot leave this unfinished. I must remain.
whoa, it's freaking dark in here. Okay. Let's see.
I must not fail my people.
Okay, we got some more lore here. Tell me to your people, the skull.
We have lived on Solstein for many generations. Our people are tied to the land itself. We try to serve the All-Maker, to live in balance with nature, instead of exploiting, as others would.
Attractive says low poly, Nick and Colovian for Helm Tato for sure. Our top picks. Okay, alright. Thoric says that dude must be so cold he could probably cut the pillar with his frozen nips. The dude outside that was like pounded away on the pillar. 100%. A nip knife. Please no. Please no. Khajiit accent ASMR video when this is great. Why, thank you, Sweet for the circus. You are here by yourself, yes?
There are few of us left unaffected by this curse. My
So
father
freaking dark in here.
the shaman protects them in the village. I fashioned an amulet to guard me against whatever has taken hold of the skull, but it is the only one of its kind. If I cannot find a way to save them,
Maybe you should make more of them.
no hope for our people.
Well, I can't say I'm. Oh, wait, hold on. That's the hug option. I forgot I have a mod that allows you to hug your companions.
We must find out.
I literally just met Freya, so that would be kind of awkward. I don't feel like we're at that point just yet, you know. Sorry, ma'am, excuse me. What is that, the nip knife? If I were one race in Elder Scrolls, what would I be? Asks Artractive. That's a tough one. I could tell you I would not be Bosmer, because Bosmer are weird and scary. They can only eat meat. Not big into that. Yeah, I love a good steak, but yeah, I think not Bosmer. What's going on in here? What you looking for you? Khajiit could be cool, but Khajiit are kind of whack as well, with all the different variants. Argonians are kind of whack, with all the hist, you know, and that stuff. I don't know, I feel like being a Nord would be nice, because you'd be, you know, you could live in Skyrim, just live your Nord life. But they're not typically magically inclined, and I think if I was in the Elder Scrolls universe, I would want to be magical. I think that would be cool. Alright. Is that all that was in there? I guess so. Bruce says, I always think of the Khajiit accent as a southern Mediterranean mixed with some Arabic. Yes, I think that's about where it sits in my mind as well. Eyelash says you probably have like 17 open emote slots for animated emotes. You are absolutely correct. Slap that for Helm on the potato and put it under a spinning effect. It could be done. It could be done. Lassus, thank you for the stretch request. I appreciate that. Let's do a little one of these. Good shoulder stretch. You're good, Eyelash. I know what you meant. Sweet from the Circus says, yeah, you do not want to be born under the wrong moon sign as Khajiit. Say bye-bye to opposable thumbs. Exactly. Exactly. So, I don't know. I think it would be cool to be a high elf, except then I'd be a massive dick just by virtue of my race, which sounds very racist. I guess that is pretty racist of me. I'm sure there's some fine high elves somewhere out there. Man, this guy had a bad day. Oh, there's a second skull here. Yes, I probably deserved that. A massive willy by virtue of my race. I can't even be racist against high elves. Ooh, these guys are toasted. That's unpleasant. We will leave them be. They might have stuff we could loot, but I don't really want to touch them. That's gross. They're all crispy. Man, I'm already lost. Where the heck are we? Oh, I see. Okay. This way. I think the Bretons are pretty cool. I wouldn't mind being a Breton. What about you guys? Okay, I think I would want to be a Khajiit, but only if I could choose to be like the ones that are like relatively humanoid and human-sized. That's my final answer. Yeah, you're right. Dunmer are pretty cool. You know what? Dunmer sounds scary, but they also have like some kind of spooky, some sort of spooky ancestor worship and that kind of stuff, you know. Also, Dunmer, famously racist. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Get ready to shank a bitch. Wow. Ooh, that's a trap. You should probably not stand on that trap trigger. Yo, this guy is twitching in a really gross kind of way. Is it racist if I say Dark Elves are racist? If you've ever played Morrowind, you will know that Dark Elves are terribly racist. Oh, Draugr. Get wrecked. I love Kashi, or I love Inigo's lines. Oh, okay. This guy just kind of flopped out. We're working on rooting it, lady. Attractive, you want to be a wood elf mercenary or Khajiit wandering artist. I think a Khajiit wandering artist is a lovely idea. Again, the wood elves just a little too creepy for me. The whole like can only eat meat, green packed thing, also known to be cannibals.
We must be careful in these rooms. Traps can be anywhere, and there are lights.
Yeah, we already found some. Hey, Derbalord, thank you for the follow and welcome to the Twitch chat. It's a little more lively over here, although we're hitting that time of night, that part of the stream where it just tends to be kind of quiet. It slows down. People are just vibing or sleeping. One or the other. But we've still got some folks active in the chat. We've got our Attractive, we've got Eyelash, we've got Bruce. Sweet from the circus. Lassus is awake out there, I'm pretty sure. Man, all these empty urns, kind of disappointing. So freaking dark. Attractive says, when I think of Wood Elf, I think of Galadriel, so my views are definitely mixed between two different worlds. I mean, I'm sure there are some Wood Elves who are a little more ethereal in Elder Scrolls. But, by and large, I think they're considered to be a little rough.
Who are the poor souls trapped in these cages? What tortures did they suffer at Mirax's hands? Was it in service to the dragons, or for his own purposes? Look up there. I think I see something.
What do you see? Let's follow her.
The stairs are knocked out. I have no doubt you can find a way up. You never know. You may find something of value up there. I should look around. We can proceed when you are ready.
Hello, player. Go find your way up there. Normally these stairs would take us up there, but alas, alas, we cannot. Alas, we cannot. Embalming tools, huh? Lassa says it's 8 a.m. here. I'm bright-eyed and bushy-tailed or something. Dripplelord says, gotta ask. I've never played Skyrim still. Am I going straight to hell? Straight to... I'm trying to think what is like the Elder Scrolls equivalent of hell. Cold Harbor? Straight to Cold Harbor? What? Are we not allowed to say hell on this podcast? On this stream? HE double hockey sticks. Straight to HE double hockey sticks. puritanical mods around here. Nice. Draugr Deathlord. Man, I do not need the Draugr weapons. I don't know why I'm picking them up. Oh yeah, I totally forgot that I have an ability that makes them rise and become my minions. Now it's my Draugr Deathlord. Get wrecked. Wow, there's a lot of dead cultists. Why am I taking all their stuff? I don't know. I don't need it. I've got an infinite amount of crap in my inventory. I have more money than I could ever need. But I can't stop myself. I have to loot everything. It's like the rule. You're like a furry on speed glasses. You gotta go straight to the nearest gaming shop and get Skyrim. You don't have any gaming shops where you're at, Derbalord? Where are you that there are no such things? What a terrible place. I agree. Attractive catchies seem quite fun. Straight down to heck. I don't know why I said podcast attractive. Because I listen to a lot of podcasts, probably. I'm turning into a bro podcast. We must double the box to stop him. I don't listen to bro podcasts, though. Mostly gaming podcasts. Shout out to the Next Lander podcast. Love those guys. It's funny though, heck is seen as the softer version of HE double hockey sticks despite being a portmanteau. Wow, is that where it comes from? Ain't nobody ever told me that. Oh, no game stores in Estonia. That is very sad. You have one game store, but it's very overpriced. They sell a refurb PS2 for like 300 euros. Yikes. Yikes. I did stretch. Yes, I did stretch, Eyelash. I don't know if I potato tapped. Let's fix that. Let's tap on this tater. Let's tap on this tater. I'll start making TikTok shorts, yeah. You know, what if I did, though? What if I did? Charles Darwin says, I didn't know wood elves were cannibals. You know, maybe we should double check that. I don't want to be responsible for any wood elf slander here. Let's see what Google's AI says when I search. Are Elder Scrolls wood elves cannibals? It's a recommended search. The answer is yes, I believe. The lore, the Bosmer lore on the unofficial Elder Scrolls pages, UESP, Control F, cannibal. Many in the forests of Valenwood follow the tenets of the Green Pact. These Green Pact Bosmer are religiously carnivorous and cannibalistic, and do not harm the vegetation of Valenwood, though they are not averse to using wooden or plant-derived products created by others. So, okay, it sounds like it's only some wood elves that are cannibalistic, specifically the Green Pact Bosmer of the Valenwood. So maybe not all Bosmer. Matt McNichol says, portmanteau was a great word that I just learned. Hey, there you go. Thank you. Who was that? Was that Derpalord? Derpalord, thank you for introducing the word portmanteau to Matt. There you go, Zerger. Zerger was on top of it, saying they are in fact cannibalistic through the Green Pact. Thank you for clarifying or confirming. Shout out to Derpalord. Alright, where are we going, gang? Sit down. Back to sleep. We have so many followers. Every time like something dies, they all have to quip, and it's just like this chorus of quips. It's kind of hilarious, actually. So many gross dead dudes down here. Not big on it. Not big on it. Skyrim is well worth it. Buy Skyrim on Steam for like $10 when it's on sale. Steam Winter Sale will be on soon. And you can run it on pretty much anything these days. Like it'll run on a potato. So, specifically though, buy Skyrim Special Edition if you're gonna get Skyrim on Steam. I'm just gonna let my dudes do all that. The massive golem just comes in like a freaking wrecking crew. Just let all my dudes do all the fighting for me. I don't have to do anything. It's great. It's great. Just let them handle all the baddies. I feel like there's what's back here. Lord says, especially messed up if you consider that the economy scale in Estonia is a lot lower than most of Europe. My salary before tax is 1,900 euros. So the price of a PS2 is even more unreasonable, basically is what you're saying. Jogger jerky. These joggers would make some delicious jerky, I bet. Aged jerky. After tax and cafeteria costs, bills, etc., I keep around 500 to 600 euros, and my salary is slightly below average. Any major tech purchase is saved up for across multiple months. Yeah, so that makes that cost of that PS2 all the more unreasonable. That's fair. Wonder why they would charge so much then if no one has the disposable income to buy them. Why would they charge so much? I'm so lost here, y'all. This place is a bit of a warren. It's a conjurer's filter. Stop being so gross and dead, you jogger. That's right, Zerker. The green packed Bosmer are in fact the opposite of vegans. They are strict carnivores, obligate carnivores. Yo, what's up, Trick Sheep? I agree. Skyrim loves Skyrim life. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. Whoa. Whoa. Dang. Can I just throw out there how fantastic it is? Oh. That, what is happening? Help. Help. ASMR jogger murder. Can you feel the tingles? Can I just throw out there how awesome it is that 14 years later Skyrim is still such a beloved game by so many? I just have an aura of death around me at all times. Anything hostile gets melted by my crew, by my gang. Y'all let me know, by the way, if it's too loud. I feel like it's still pretty loud. It's so true, though. My actual personal damage is pathetic. I absolutely rely on my crew to just murder everything. You are totally correct. If I had to do this on myself, all on my own, it'd be pretty grim. What I'm saying is my gang hard carries me. That's what I'm saying. It's a good volume. Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you, Trick Sheep. I appreciate the feedback. Sometimes I worry it's just getting a little too loud for an ASMR-ish experience, you know. That would never do. Okay, we came from down here. Just making sure that we've seen everywhere. Gone all the places. Alright. Looks like we're moving on to the next area. It's all in the fur hat. That's how they do it. That's how they do it. Ah, yes.
It would be foolish to attempt
Meanwhile,
much better chance than I of making through this trap.
that's
I have
fair.
no doubt that Beaver returns late. I shall wait here.
She's like, hey, y'all get her done. Dang, that's a raw deal. That's a raw deal. And you go, stay, boy. Ah, YOLO. There we go. That's totally how that was supposed to be done, right?
Let us hope that is the last of these traps.
Alright. It's like this would have been a puzzle door, but it ain't. It is just a flesh wound. Exactly. Trick Sheep says just setting up a Skyrim ambiance myself. Need some more sleep right now though, and you're not helping me stay awake. Well, hey, that's good. If I'm not helping you stay awake and you need to sleep, that's what we do about these parts. That's what we're here for. Do you enjoy the Skyrim atmospheres? It's off the soundtrack, the OST. It's like the 45 minutes or almost an hour of like Skyrim vibes. Skyrim atmospheres is such a gift. Immediately calms me. What's up this way? Uh-oh, spiders probably. Just in case anyone's, well, it could be cobwebs, but there might also be frost spiders. Just in case. A little preemptive arachnophobia warning here. Okay, I think it might just be cobwebs. Alright, is that a black soul gem I just grabbed? Oh, he's dead. Nothing to worry about. Very good, very good. Okay, man, it's so dark in here. Yeah, I can know you passed out. But clearly we woke you then. Which is not ideal. Oh, there's Gary Jogger up there. That's a trap triggering thing if I've ever seen one. Oh, cultists. And Jogger. I feel like my personal damage is worse than usual. I feel like I'm doing even less than I ever used to. Mittens is really designed to sneak up behind fools and stab them, but that doesn't happen much, really. You know? It's sure a good thing we've got a wrecking crew. Hey, Trick Sheep. That's very kind. Thank you so much for the super chat. Trick Sheep says hit that like and subscribe button, chat. Vibes. Trick Sheep, that was very generous of you. Thank you so much for that super chat and for the kind words. Love having you here. Very, very kind. I'm glad you're enjoying the vibes here. Glad you could join us. Derpa Lord says, just sent the email for the holiday card. Definitely didn't spend 10 minutes figuring out the correct addressing format and all that. I appreciate that, Derpa Lord. Thank you for your interest in the holiday card. I will make sure that you are on the list to receive one. And I will also take this moment to remind everybody that if you would like to receive a holiday card this year, it costs $0. It's free. I'll send it to anybody, anywhere in the world. And it is just a little gift to you guys. It's going to have custom art on it by our very own Nicoma Raccoon. And yeah, it's just a fun thing that I like to do around the holiday season. Exclamation mark card. We'll let you know how to get that. Dylan BBK says, I see a pound symbol. UK gang rise. You did, Naga. I got your email. Yep, you're good. I'm good to go and send a new one for this year along with the old one. Excellent. Thank you, Naga. Thank you. Also, Attractive, I got your email as well. Alright, we're into the inner sanctum. Alright. Miko. Good boy. We'll get you a hat. Don't you worry, boy. We'll get you a hat. Indeed.
I wonder if we will find some answers to what happened so long ago.
Guess we'll find out. I'm gonna guess. Yes, we'll find some answers. Hey, thank you, Trick Sheep. Hey, if you'd like a fun little handwritten card, shoot me an email. Make sure you include your address so I can mail it to you, and your preferred name so I know what to write on the card. And I'll make sure you get one. So many skellies. Also, I love Inigo's candy cane sword. It's so good. It's my pleasure, Naga. I'm sorry last year's never made it out. I still feel bad about that. But I'll make sure y'all get them this year. Come hell or high water. Sorry, HE double hockey sticks for high water. Jeez. Also, I love that I'm just letting my gang just do the murdering once again. Attractive, thank you for reminding me. I said that I would check my P.O. box for this stream, and I forgot. So I will try and remember to do so for next weekend, because that is very kind that you want to send a card. Now, I would love for you to be able to. I just need to confirm that the card will still get to me if you send it to my address that's on file there, but I have a funny feeling. That might not be the case, so I do need to look into it. What is going on here? This place is crazy. This place is crazy. Oh look, Draugr. Get wrecked. There's a couple ways to go. There's a way over here. Zyko the Psycho Official, welcome. Says, first time chat here. I've been watching your VODs for a while. Just wanted to say I really love the Christmas card idea. Spreading the love always feels fantastic. Yo, Zyko the Psycho, I'm really glad you enjoy it, or, appreciate the idea. I hope you signed up for a card. I'd be happy to send you one. I feel like it's so rare that we get anything in the mail, or if we do, it's like bills or whatever. It's really kind of nice to get something personal and meaningful in the mail. It almost never happens, right? So, at least for me, it almost never happens. So, and it's a nice way for me to just give a little thanks back. A little thanks. Trick Sheep says, "Oh, what is happening down here?" That cultist walked into the wrong neighborhood. That's what happened. Apparently there's one up there too. Wait, who are you? Cultist ancestor? Excuse me, what? Who is this, bro? Where'd he come from? What is a cultist ancestor? We just murdered a cultist and now his ancestor's here to take revenge? What? I don't know what's happening, y'all. It is. It is part of the lore. You're not wrong. Eyelash, you're not wrong. Artractive, that's very kind of you. I would love to be able to receive a card from y'all. And I will make sure oh my goodness, look at that. Low Tendo has redeemed a reward or command for 10,000 channel points. Low Tendo, you've been saving those up. What kind of command would you like to redeem? If you want to message me, you can DM me on Twitch if you like, and we can talk about it there if you want to workshop it a little bit, or you can DM me on Discord, !Discord. We'll get you to our Discord server, or you can just let me know in the chat here, and I'll log it away in the old noggin. Oh, what? Yo, Psycho the Psycho has just gifted 5 memberships on the YouTube channel, y'all. Holy cow. That is so generous. Thank you so much, Psycho the Psycho. Ryzian, Tranced One, Frankie, Tom, something, I'm not quite sure, Tom, and Sartos have all been gifted memberships by Psycho the Psycho. That means they get early access to my videos on YouTube, and they get their names in the credits, supporter credits at the end of each video, and they get a pretty fun little badge next to their name in the YouTube chat, and access to all our fun emotes on YouTube chat as well. Psycho the Psycho, that was super, super generous of you. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for your support of this community and for spreading the good vibes. I really appreciate it. And I'm sure those gifted do as well. And those who just got those benefits, I do hope you get to enjoy them. Thank you so much, Psycho the Psycho. Very kind. Yakanono, if you want to sign up for a card and send me your info so I can mail a card to you, the email is theasmrnerd@gmail.com. theasmrnerd@gmail.com. Very simple. All one word, the ASMR Nerd. Trick Sheep said, I'm going to try to do some stuff, then have a nap. But yeah, I'll have to do that for sure. So glad you popped up on my feed. Trick Sheep, I'm glad that you could be here. Good luck with the work. And I look forward to seeing that email from you so I can send you a card. Prod Viper. Absolutely. Skyrim. Goated. Truly goated. Lotendo says, this is my first message, so I've been lurking for like 2 years. Y'all, can we get a warm welcome to the chat for Lotendo? That's the long game. That is the long game. He's come to collect his inheritance, right? Right? Dang. Holy Giga Chat Lurker is correct. I am I'm truly impressed, Lotendo. I'm truly impressed. Where is this taking us? Oh, I see. Maybe this would have been the way. Excuse me, Inigo. Excuse me, buddy. Excuse me, bud. Thank you. Yeah, we know, Freya. What's this? Oh, this is an interesting looking little room. Very astute of you, Inigo. Derpalord says, oh god, I just looked at my bio on Twitch. This thing has been unchanged since like 2015. Hey, you know what? It's a little time capsule. It's a little time capsule. Sometimes it's a little cringe to look back, but sometimes, you know, it's also sort of nice. It's a little nostalgic. And look back at our old socials, you know. Mage light, we got that. Take some potions. Got some skulls up here. Alright, that appears to be everything in here. Lotendo says, I will be going back to lurking, except for the off time I hit my command. I'll whisper you. Sounds good, Lotendo. We'll figure out something that's going to work for your command, and then I guess you can unlurk yourself when you please via your command. Thanks for joining the world of the chatting for at least a few minutes. A momentous occasion. Blue Gamer, this is the special edition, so it's not technically anniversary edition. Correct. But it is special edition, so it's not the original, which is now called Legendary Edition. I know it's confusing, but it is Skyrim's special edition. Anniversary Edition is just special edition, but with a bunch of Creation Club stuff added in. So, but otherwise it's identical. So this is special edition, minus the Creation Club stuff. Oh wait, where the heck? Where we gotta go here? I'm confused. Help. Help. Aha. This is the way. Lash says, I cringe looking back at what I said 5 minutes ago. I'm a new person since then. 2 years of lurking is a real dedication, although I'm sure there are some lurkers here who have been lurking for even longer. It's okay, you don't have to out yourselves. You don't have to break your streak now. We love our lurkers. We respect your right to lurk. You know, it occurs to me, Freya here was like, way back, she's like, hey, there's that place that we can't get to. There's probably something useful up there. You should try and find a way up. And then I never bothered to find a way up. We just carried on. Oh well. Hopefully it wasn't that useful. Oh, look what we found. We found ourselves a crazy dragon skeleton and a word wall. What we got here? Strength, dragon aspects. Boss fight time. Maybe. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. A glass helm of extreme illusion. Extreme illusion. Oh, we need a key for this door. Is it on the Draugr Gatekeeper? It sure is. It sure is. Double Lord says, I can't tell if it's a Twitch thing or specific to this stream, but didn't the activity rewards used to give like 60 points per chest? I could not tell you, dear Lord. It's possible. I'll say I have not changed anything in my settings, so it's not on my end. It's whatever default Twitch settings are. Yo, Thoric, have a great night. Thanks for hanging out with us. I'm glad you could join us for a bit tonight. We will see you next week. You have a good sleep, a good week. Yeah, this is spooky. Y'all, do you guys remember how Carjo, one of our Kaji companions, used to say "stupid dog" to our poor Miko? Because Miko barks sometimes, and Carjo would be like, "Stupid dog." I downloaded a mod, so now instead of "stupid dog," he says "good dog." So, I just want you to know that. I felt it was very important. I was tired of him talking down. Poor Miko. Levy, you are a real OG. We have some real OGs here, and you are one of them. Alright, I think we're almost out of this temple. I'm hoping anyway. This giant banquet hall. Kinda spooky. Is there anything on the other side? Doesn't seem like there's much worth looting around here. Okay, whatever. It's all garbage. Let's get out of here. What's this gonna open?
I knew it. A secret passage in the dining area.
Oh, okay. Oh, this must be the way out of here. Excuse me, gang. I just want to know if there's anything else in here. Eyelashes, how could I ever forget the horrible things Karja said? 10 out of 10 mod edition. Truly, though. Some bear claws, some frost salts. Whoever's cooking with bear claws, that's hard AF. I don't know what you put a bear claw in. Aside from a donut, I guess. Literal bear claws. Excuse me, Carjo. Excuse me. Or Inigo, whoever that was. Devil Lord says I would straight crucify that guy for that. For saying stupid dog to poor Miko. Yeah, I let it go on for way too long. Way too long. I should put my foot down ages ago. In this house, we do not talk to our dogs like that. Okay, Freya went this way somewhere. Secret room in the dining room. Or secret door. Where? Freya, where? Maybe it was the other side of... Aha, there it is. There it is. Gosh, I feel like we must be out here soon. Please. Oh god, do we have to go down? I don't want to go down. I want to get out. There, we don't have to go down. If Drake was here. If Drake was here. Invent Christianity within Skyrim just to crucify Carjo for bad-mouthing our dog. What the Sigma? Yeah. The brain rot got to you, Dribble Lord. It got to you. Man, we live on like a cul-de-sac, and the kids play out in the street. And a little while back, there was a couple of the kiddos from the street, probably like 7, 8 years old, maybe less 6 or 7, and they're out there, and I just hear them shouting, "What the Sigma? What the Sigma? What the Sigma?" again and again, and I'm like, oh no, the brain rot gets to them young. We're cooked, chat. We're cooked. Let me, your little sister says that to you. Oh no. Oh man. The kids these days, I tell you. Okay, apparently we get to go down further. Yeah, the kids out in the yard, or out in the cul-de-sac there, are not yet shouting 6767. But I'm sure they will be soon. This is kind of spooky. This looks like a piranha plant, am I right? With like a flaming mouth. Can I get some F's in the chat for the minds of our youth? Indeed, Bruce, indeed. Caldo over on YouTube says, "I don't know anything of English, but your whispers are so relaxing. I'll stay here trying to sleep." Well, Caldo, it seems like you do know something of English, because you just shared that in the chat. But thank you, Caldo. Please feel free to rest here. Stay a while and listen. What the Sigma? Oh, there we go. Okay. Derbalord says, to be fair, we weren't much better. I mean, seriously, Trollface and MLG edits weren't that far off from brain rot memes. Oh no. Brain rot has always been present in online culture. It was just called other things in past. No, we are all thoroughly brain rotted. Levy asks, what's the beer tonight? Tonight's beer has been this guy right here. The 20-pounder double IPA from Driftwood Brewing. It is a hell of an IPA. Packs a serious punch. It's got some beautiful art on the can. And it's 9%. So it's pretty serious. Dang it, Eyelash. It's an HE double hockey sticks of a beer. Matt McNichol says, can anyone explain the 6-7 thing to me, or is it just nonsense? 6 times 7 is 42, which may be Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. No, it has nothing to do with Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's basically nonsense, is my understanding. I think it did come from... Oh god, what's happening? Oh god, what is happening? It did have a genesis in a song. What the frick is going on here? Yo, where's everyone fighting? I don't know what's happening here. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of skeletons, a lot of Draugr. Help. Where's my gang at? Gang, I need help. Get in there, Inigo. Show them what for. He's a one Kaji wrecking crew. Truly. Truly a one Kaji wrecking crew. It's a beautiful thing. What is happening? Oh god. Draugr, a death overlord. Not so scary after all, huh? Trick Sheep says, bro is the most enthusiastic whisperer I've ever seen. Sure, I'll take it. I'll take it. Thank you. Nice. Okay, this has got to be the end of the dungeon, right? Right. Ebony battle axe. Ropes of destruction. Alright. Let's do it. I'll take them. Let's get out of here. Those doors are so cool. I like rotate in like that. Lord says, I saw a meme that was like how kids count sheep now, and it was just a guy lying in bed. At some point, he does the hand and face gestures for 6-7 before doing that. That's freaking stupid. That's very stupid. No idea what it means, but your niece and nephew say it constantly. I would be absolutely helpless without my crew. You are totally correct. Uh-oh, things are about to get wacky, you guys. I thought we were going to get outside, but no. We're about to get our minds blown. Y'all ready for this? At least I'm pretty sure.
There are dark magics at work here. Ready yourself.
Ready yourself.
It seems wrong somehow. Here, yet not. It may be what we seek.
It may be what we seek. The Black Book. It's pretty spooky looking. Oh boy, Black Book. You ready? Let's roll. What could possibly go wrong?
The time comes soon when what? Who are you to dare set foot here? Ah, you are Dragonborn.
For some reason,
I can feel it.
I'm thinking of the Pepe meme, you know, where he's on the ground with his nuggies and like looking down at him.
Many dragons I see, and yet you have no idea of the true power a dragonborn can wield.
I think I have a pretty good idea.
This realm is beyond. You have no power here, and it is only a matter of time before Solstheim is also.
Rude.
I already control the mind.
Rude AF.
Soon they will finish building my temple, and I can return home. Send him back where he came from.
Please don't touch me.
Await my arrival.
Hey, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Bro just flies away on a dragon. Frick. Also, my dude just like.
You read the book and then it seemed as though you're not doing
The noises.
I could see.
What an edgelord, right?
See through you.
Meeting is not really sure. He's a Mirak on a dragon.
Where? Where is he? Can we reach him? Can we kill him?
Calm down there, Freya. Somehow, reading this book took Mittens to where he was.
This is a dangerous thing. We should return to my village and show this to my father. Perhaps Thorn can make sense of what is going on.
Perhaps so.
There looks to be a way out through here.
Aww. That's funny, actually. I just popped the achievement for completing Temple of Mirak. I guess I've never done it on Skyrim Special Edition. I would have done it on Legendary Edition years ago, but never on Special Edition. That's so funny. Oh, outside. I can breathe again. It's so freaking dank in there.
You see that green light? That comes from the windstorm. Where my people work against their will. They must be freed soon.
It's so snowy out here. So pretty. It's one thing Skyrim and just Elder Scrolls games in general do so well.
Storm has used his magic to raise a barrier around it, protecting the few of us left.
Where
The barrier is still there, is a good sign.
where, you know, you're down in these dank dungeons and it's like the emotional journey of like, you know, in these dank dungeons, cramped spaces for so long. Then finally when you emerge, it's into like this beautiful scene of open natural space. They know what they're doing. They do it very well. Dear Lord, I don't have the Thomas the Tank Engine Dragon mod. It's true. It's true. Yo, Trick Sheep. Are there raids on YouTube? I don't even know. I raid on Twitch at the end of every stream. I actually had no idea that there were raids on YouTube. Please don't get stuck there.
Father, I have returned. There is yet hope.
Freya, what news do you bring? Is there a way to free our people?
No, but I have brought someone who has seen things.
I've seen
He
things.
has confirmed
I've seen
that
some
Mira
shit.
is indeed behind the suffering of our people.
I fear that it is so.
But how is that possible? After all this time.
I fear there is too much.
That's fair. That's fair.
Please.
I've got a potty mouth tonight. I blame the beer, the 9% beer. Smelly Mirak, stinky Mirak. Yo, MC Jake, it's been a while. How you doing? What's up? Thank you for the blood sugar check, Jake. I appreciate that. It was a little low earlier, but look at that. It's way up, 6.4 and stable. That's what we like to see. Thanks for that check, Jake. I appreciate it. Hey, time for some rain. Oh, and a swap keyboard request. Jake, what can I swap to for you? You want something clicky? You want something thocky? You want something in between, smooth and creamy? What are you looking for? What are you looking for? Here, let's do that for the moment. Right now, I've got the Kinovo IF97, which is a nice sounding board, but Bruce says, my opinion, Dawnguard is some of the best DLC in gaming history. Bruce, I have a confession to make. This is shameful that I'm sharing this with all of you, but I have never finished the Dawnguard DLC. Ever. I should probably fix that, eh? Darkward says, wait, if reading a book takes you to where the guy is, if he's mid-flight, does that mean you spawn in the air and just fall? Maybe. Who can say how these things work? Who can say? I said it was dank in there. They did such a good job of making you feel and smell the environments. They do though, Bruce, right? They do. Smelly Mirak. Looking for some teals or browns. I don't have any teals. Let me see. I must have some tactiles somewhere in here. I must have some tactiles. Let's see. Let's see. Yes. I actually don't remember what switches this bad boy has. Oh no! Wait. You know what? You want tactiles? I got tactiles for you. You want some Thocky tactile switches? These are Boba U4Ts. Boba U4Ts. On a really inexpensive keyboard. This is the Royal Kluge RK68. The switches are worth like twice as much as the keyboard. And so are the keycaps, actually. These are the Drop MT3 Olivetti, I think. I can't remember exactly what set these are. But yeah, the Drops MT3 caps, which are very nice. It's very funny. Both the keycaps and the switches are worth probably twice as much as the board itself. But alright. Just send a follow-up, Livy. It's got the thock. It's got the thock. I really do need to finish Dawnguard Trick Sheep. I really do. It's pretty rough. So sorry, you're talking about raids, content, this live, edit details, customization. Scroll down to redirect, then add a link to current live stream on YouTube. There's a bunch of us Skyrim streamers that do it. That's rad. I had no idea. Trick Sheep, you stream Skyrim? Because that's awesome. I'm gonna have to check you out. Let me check out your content. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Jake asks, do you work full-time while doing YouTube and your streams? I do work full-time. Yeah, I work full-time as a researcher in forestry. But I do YouTube and I stream, although less than I used to, I must admit. I get out a lot fewer videos than I used to, and I stream a lot less than I used to. When I was doing like grad school, when I was working on my PhD, my time was much more my own in that I could schedule my work and my channel stuff the way I wanted. Whereas now, when I have like a real job, I very much have to, be there, but in seat at a certain time doing. I have some flexibility, but it's not the same as it was. And so for that reason, I've been getting a lot fewer videos and streaming a lot less, which is sad, because I love YouTube, I love Twitch, I love doing all that stuff. But yeah, it's pretty tough to also do that all while holding down a full-time job. But I do what I can. I do the best I can. Pardon me. That's right. Researching those seeds and fires. That's right. ASMR wizard by night. Mild-mannered researcher by day. Thank you, Jake. I really do try. I wish I could do it more. I wish I could do it better. But I'm doing the best I can right now. I would still definitely like to get more videos out. All right. Let's go talk to dude guy here. Oh god, how do I... What even is the tilde key on this keyboard? Help. I assumed it was function escape, but apparently not. Alright, very awkward. Just give me 1 second. I need to Switch back to my previous keyboard. Oh wait, no, never mind, I found it. The dedicated tilde button on this one. I forgot. There we go. Oh wait, but there. Alright, let's go talk to Storn, pardon me.
You have seen things yet. My magic grows weak, and so does the barrier around our village. Time is short. Tell me what you know.
Mittens has seen Mirak.
Really? How?
Mittens read a book in Mirak's temple, traveled somewhere, and Mirak was there.
The legends speak of that place. Terrible battles fought at the temple. The dragons burning it to the ground in rage. They speak also of something worse than dragons buried within. Difficult to imagine, but if true, it means what I feared has come to pass. Mirak was never truly gone, and now has returned. If you could go to his place and see him, are you like Mirak? Are you dragonborn?
Yeah. Mittens is indeed dragonborn.
Then perhaps you are connected with him. The old tales say that he too was dragonborn.
What could it mean if we are both dragonborn?
I am unsure. It may mean that you could save us, or it may mean that you could bring about our destruction. But our time here is running out. The few of us left free of control cannot protect ourselves for much longer. You must go to Saring's watch. Learn there a word that Mirak learned long ago, and use that knowledge on the Moonstone. You may be able to
Gotta save these people.
on our people there and free them from control.
Tell Mittens what you know about Mirak, yes?
Much of what was known has been lost to the ages.
Soul Riots, welcome.
Yet he served
Welcome.
a priest in their order, highly esteemed and very powerful. Then he turned against him, becoming something they feared. He was defeated long ago, but it seems he was never fully destroyed.
Pour out the last of this here beer. What do you mean free our people from control? Explain yourself, yes?
Some dark influence wields power over them, forces them to forget themselves and act against their nature. At first, it was only during the night, but now every moment is spent building some strange shrine around the Windstone. I believe if the shrine can be destroyed, the Skull will be free once more.
Fair enough. Why must Mittens learn a word of power, hmm?
Mira is behind what is happening to our village, and so the knowledge she has gained as Dragonborn is at the heart of it. You are Dragonborn as well. You too can wield this power, perhaps to a better end.
Fair enough.
May darkness never touch you.
Nice. So, with that, we've ended that little quest arc. Which means we gotta go find a word of power next. Let me just jump back to chat here. Jake says soon I'll be going to grad school. Nice, congrats to get my doctorate. doctorate of physical therapy. That's rad. That's very cool. So in a doctorate of physical therapy, what is your, like, is it kind of course-based, like coursework, or is it, do you produce some kind of like novel research at the end of your doctorate, or how does that work? Because I know there's, you know, a bunch of different formats sort of for PhDs, and like in the sciences, like traditionally we have a PhD research project, and we write a dissertation, which is like a bajillion thousand long pages of novel research. Like, it has to be something new to the field, a unique and novel contribution to the field of your study. So, but I know that that's not always the case, and some are like based on sort of different goals and products. So I'm curious what a doctorate of physical therapy entails. Attractive says, I appreciate how much work and commitment you put into your channel, even just these streams. Thank you. Attractive, thank you. I can be, I don't know, just before the stream actually, I was thinking to myself, like, it feels bad when I can't put as much as I want into these. Like, I feel like, I hope you guys don't feel like you're no longer a priority, I guess is what I hope, because realistically speaking, my priorities in life have had to shift around with getting the job, getting a house, all that stuff. But I want to make sure that you all feel like you are still a priority, because you are. It's just a priority that I can't allot quite as much of my time to as I used to. But I don't want you to feel like less important or less special because of that. And I worry that sometimes maybe you do. And that's not fair. Not fair to you, I mean. Bruce says, I feel the way that you do ASMR, Nick, is the way it should be done. Incidental ASMR, doing other stuff that happens to be triggering. That really contrived stuff just does not work for me, at least. I'm glad that you like the way I do it. That's always been my way of doing things. You know, even from the get-go, right? The ASMR Nerd was conceptualized as a channel where I could just do the stuff that I enjoy doing, and also at the same time make it relaxing and make it tingly. And I wanted to do that because the ASMR that I really enjoy watching is like that. I like watching people nerd out about the stuff that they love, that they are passionate about. I find that to be really tingly, just in and of itself. So that was the original inspiration, and I hope it's something that still shines through after all these years. And also, you know, I wanted to ensure that what I do on the channel is what I enjoy, so that I'm motivated to keep doing it, right? I get a lot of questions from people who ask, like, yeah, what motivates you to keep going after like 10, 11, 12, 13 years? Like, what is it that keeps you interested in creating ASMR content? And the answer has always been that the channel has taken on a life of its own. And I do love doing it because of the community we have built, the people that I meet through the channel, all of you folks, the special place that we've built here. But also, it really helps that I do things that I enjoy on the channel. Like, it's a way for me to have a creative outlet and enjoy my passions. And I think a lot of channels that are more just purely trigger based or a little more contrived in their triggers and their ASMR, I think that can become really boring really fast. If you're just doing the same video week in, week out, oh, time for another tapping video or another mouth sounds video or whatever. No hate on the people who do that. Like, if they can do that and they enjoy it, more power to them. But for me, I think that would wear thin very fast. And so having a channel where I can do the stuff I enjoy And also, incidentally, it's tingly and ASMR-ish. I think that's been one of the keys to the channel's longevity. So, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I don't think anyone asked, but it just seemed relevant to the discussion at hand. Soul Riots, hello again. I do appreciate you having a chance to drop in. I hope your morning's going well in the UK. Jake, talking about the Doctor of Physical Therapy. It's a professional degree, so not really research. We aren't a PhD unless you go the research route, and that's not super common. Fair enough. Fair enough. What kind of like doors does it unlock for you as a practicing physical therapist? Does it allow you to do different kinds of things, or is it more for your own like does this designation allow you to charge more for your services and do stuff that you couldn't otherwise? Sorry, I'm just curious. Feel free to just, you don't have to answer the questions. You're here to relax. Trick Sheep says, yeah, I'm live right now. I do idle streams when I'm busy, but I play when I can. Yo, Trick Sheep, I'm gonna go to your channel. Yo, home of idle in Skyrim. Idle in Skyrim till it's time for an adventure. That's rad. That's very cool. I'm hitting the sub right now. I'm subscribing, and I hope one of these days we can catch you when you're actively streaming and adventuring. That would be rad, Trick Sheep. Jake said, think of a more of an MD kind of degree than research focused. The general way the schooling works is 1 to 1.5 years of classroom lectures and study, then 1.5 to 2 years of clinical rotations. Nice. Okay, that's cool. It allows me to legally practice as a physical therapist. Without it, you cannot practice. Okay, I did not know that. After you graduate, you still have to take an exam to prove you have the knowledge. Okay, that's really cool. Thank you for explaining, Jake. Sorry, what 2 quotes? Derpa Lord, it's a pretty heavy sucker. That's gonna be really cool. Every single quote in the quote bank is incriminating in some way, taken out of context. They make me sound like a gigagooner. I blame you guys for that. Attractive says, I always loved your channel. Such a chill and cool geeky place to hang out and just be by myself with other chill and kind down to earth humans. Doesn't matter if you're making a video once a week or every few months. I'm just glad you're here. Attractive, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for being such an amazing part of the heart of this community. It's amazing and very special. The fantastic folks that come to these streams that we've brought together here now and over the years. It's really touching. I have always said and will continue to say, even though, you know, ASMR has blown up and has become a much bigger thing, that this little corner of the internet that we share here is special, and this community, in my humble opinion in particular, really bucks the trend of online interactions. It defies your expectations of how people behave online, which is generally pretty shitty, right? Let's be real. But not here. Not here. And that's what's so special. Bruce says, I watched a channel called Art Therapy ASMR recently, and it's just the artist sketching with charcoal or pastels or pencil. And he has a couple of mics set up to pick up the drawing sounds, but also the grabbing of the utensils. It works really well. That sounds lovely. That actually sounds like it would get back to what I originally used to watch for ASMR, which was painting and drawing and origami tutorials before ASMR was like a thing that people made videos for. So Jake says, I think that's why some ASMR channels kind of die. They blow up doing tapping or mouth sounds, and that channel gets pigeonholed into that niche, which can burn people out. 100%. Could not agree more, Jake. I've seen it time and again over the last decade and change. totally correct. Yakanono says, I agree. There are two things I remember to do like clockwork online. This stream, and then a yoga nidra meditation group. Hey, I appreciate it. That means a lot that we are one of your online priorities. This isn't really like another ASMR channel for me. It means a lot. Thank you, Yakanono. It means a lot. Thank you all for being here, for being a part of it, for whatever it is and whatever it's worth. It means a lot to me. You know, part of something that's very dear to my heart, and I appreciate you all. I truly do. All right, gang. I've streamed way too long. Speaking of having a career and a day job, I have to get up for work in the morning, and it is 1:18 in the AM, which is very silly of me. I should have been heading to bed an hour ago. So, friends, this is where we shall wrap it up for tonight. But before we do, let's go find someone to raid. Tricksheep has explained that we can hold on a second. Tricksheep says, wait, I'm down to keep the Skyrim vibes going after your stream. If you and the YouTube fam are happy to keep rolling, I can do chat requests and chill ambience. No worries if not, we can vibe either way. Sure. So, okay, explain to me again how I do this, because we're definitely going to raid on Twitch. Maybe I'll raid on Twitch first, and then we'll figure out how to get the raid going over on YouTube. Or maybe I'll do it the other way around. Yeah, maybe I'll do it the other way around. Orlando, thank you for joining us over on the YouTube chat there. Hey, Shaftel, how you doing? Speaking of OG folks, Shaftel's been around the channel forever. It's good to see you, Shaftel. I'm just wrapping up. I've never played Risk of Rain, Brock. No, sorry to say. Okay, Tricksheep gave me directions for how to raid on YouTube. So let's see. I go to stream. We go to content. We go to live, I suspect. No. Okay, this live, yeah. Well, there we are, yeah. And then edit details, customization. Oh my goodness, details, customization. Okay. We're going here. Redirect. Redirects allow you to keep viewers engaged across multiple events. Add a live stream or premiere for people to watch after yours ends. Huh. So it redirects. Okay, hold on. You can keep people on your channel or send them to any channel that gives you redirect privileges. Whichever you choose, viewers will automatically be sent to the new watch page after content ends. Alright, sure, let's do it. Let's set it up. Let's figure it out. Trick sheep. There we go. Idle in Skyrim on Trick Sheep. Sure, let's do it. Save. Cool. So I think when this wraps up, we will redirect to Trick Sheep's channel. Trick Sheep is idling in Skyrim with some Skyrim ambience. So if you're on the YouTube, y'all, you will be taken straight to Trick Sheep's stuff. Trick Sheep, I'm trusting you. You're not gonna like jump scare our folks here. I'm sure you won't. Thank you for explaining how to do that. Heck yeah. Yo, what's up, Slippers? Slippers of Jiangming. Hello. Alright, now let's set up the raid over on Twitch. There's lots to do here, gang. Gotta figure this all out. Who's streaming on Twitch right now? Who can we go raid? Lots of awesome ASMR creators on Twitch. It's always nice to go visit some of them. Why don't we go visit... Okay, Falcor. We were trying to visit Falcor last time. It looked like she was wrapping up her stream. Let me just check to see, because if she's not wrapping it now, we will go raid Falcor. I think she might be wrapping it up. Maybe. I hope not. Oh, maybe not. No, she's just saying goodnight to someone. Alright, let's go raid Falcor. Hopefully she's not going to end the stream right when we get there. Y'all know Falcor. She's fantastic. One of my very favorite ASMR streamers. If you like the vibes here, you will love the vibes over on Falcor's channel. Also an amazing community. Also soft-spoken readings. Also super chill. Let's go. Let's go. If you're with us in the Twitch chat, just sit tight. As soon as we wrap up here, you will be heading off to Falcor's stream, Falcor the Book Dragon. When you get there, feel free to let her know where you came from. Spam that raid emote if you want. If you are subscribed, you can do so. ASM raid. This guy right here. And please follow and support Falcor, another fantastic ASMR creator, like I said, with a wonderful community. So please. She is Logotone, aka Yakanono. Trick Sheep, thank you so much. Trick Sheep says, brother, we are lucky to have you in our timeline, so happy to have stumbled across your channel. Likewise, Trick Sheep, I look forward to dropping on one of your streams sometime soon when I get the chance. Thank you for the kindness. Thank you for that super chat. That is really, really generous. And if y'all hang out over in the YouTube chat, you will be bumped over to Trick Sheep's stream right after this. Friends, thank y'all. I appreciate it. Artractus says, thank you for hanging out, gang. Love everyone here, and I hope y'all have a really good week. I hope you have a wonderful week. Attractive, Third Lord, Logo Tone, Eyelash, Jake, Bruce, all of y'all. Big love to our amazing moderators for keeping an eye on the chat here. You're welcome, Matt. You're welcome, Trick Sheep. Yakanono. Good night, friends. See you next time.